the game. We're going to tab over to the screen. I'm going to turn some music on for you guys, and we're going to get back into Crown of Fangs. It's been a minute. It's been a little bit. I'm pretty sure we played last week, but even still, like...
Feels like a while.
It feels like a while, exactly what I was about to say. Our heroes that you see before you have been gathered from the mainland and sent to Chult, with some exception, to put an end to a plague happening across the world, with the exception of a couple. The party is not originally this composition, but here they are now, as Tomb of Annihilation tends to spit out certain character types and benefit others. Chult is a land of many, many problems, to say nothing of typical jungle beasts combined with various dinosaur-type entities. It is also thrice cursed, with hordes of undead, the death curse itself, and a couple of other things here and there. The land of Chult is a land without gods, as literally the gods of the Old Kingdom got up and danced away. And the jungle is about as hospitable as one would expect. The party has since arrived in the Arakakra village of Kir Sabal, having made their way there after rescuing an Arakakra from the hands of the dangerous and savage Terrafolk of Firefinger. They completely cleared out Firefinger, and the Arakakra Nefir offered them a boon in the form of the wings of his people if they could get to Kir Sabal and ask for it in his name. So, they set off, and they went to Kir Sabal to get said offering. Arriving there, they found more than they bargained for, in the form of two humans, an older woman named Moixanare, and a very young boy named Na. Moixanare is apparently the technical heir apparent to the Kingdom of Omu, such as still exists, and Na is her nephew. Moixanare is... The party has pretty much decided an ill fit to be queen of Omu, even if the nation still existed, and they have more or less decided to back Na in a bid for power. The young boy is exceptionally smart, adventurous, and wise beyond his years, which are few, thanks to the specific training of the Arakakra. To get the wings of their people, the Arakakra teacher, Ashara, I almost said Azaka, Ashara, demanded a black lotus as a reagent, found only in the Garden of Lost Dreams. The party set out to the garden, with their guide, Shago, departing in the middle of the night to go alone to retrieve the orchid. They caught up with Shago amid evidence of Frost Giant's passage, large swaths of frozen jungle. Crossing this quickly, they arrived at the garden and had more than a little bit of trouble with the inhabitants, and finally gaining a audience with Zalkore, the becursed, immortal queen of the Old Kingdom, sentenced to live out the rest of her days in more or less insanity for several crimes, including making a pact with some devils. Zalkore told them that they only had one Black Lotus remaining and they needed it for their own potions, but some of her attendants, reincarnated Chultan spirits in the forms of giant cranes known as Eblis, managed to secret a few seeds to the party before they departed. Na believes that they can be grown and utilized for both their purposes and perhaps for others in Kir Sabal. The party set off to return, nearly losing Shago in the garden, but managing to use their last Scroll of Resurrection to bring him back, and made back for the village, excuse me. Along the way, they found not evidence of Frost Giants, but Frost Giants themselves, who offered them several very large sapphire gemstones in exchange for the location of one Artis Cimber, who they had run into previously. They gave incorrect directions, sending the giants to Prockmar?
No, we sent them to the garden.
Yeah,
You
we
sent
sent
them to Nangalore.
Okay.
And the giants departed. No sooner did the giants depart, well, a little bit later, Artisimber arrived by boat, having found himself in the wrong river to where he had intended to meet the party. They explained the situation, and Artis got very concerned, stating that if the giants were together, much less out here, that means that they had a military leader among them, a Jarl. And so he set off to find them and bid the party be extremely careful, should they encounter frost giants again, to slay them, if at all possible. And then departed their company, with some information given to Prince Na, who had several questions for the good doctor that evening. The party is about a day and a half from returning to Kirsabal at this point, and I think we will pick it up along the river as the menfolk are walking, the supplies are in the canoe left by Artis, with Na, and the doctor is pushing it in the river. It's late morning, let's say. The floor is yours. What would you like to do?
Oh boy.
That was a lot. That was one of my longest intros.
I mean, we've done a lot. We've done a lot. And what episode are we on? Like,
39.
I don't even know. Like, shit.
You are 11 episodes. You are 44 hours away from getting your emotes.
Hell yeah, boys. But, yeah, the doctor is kind of just pushing the boat along in the water, swimming. Spear the Tide Caller, if people will remember, allows her to be invisible to
aqueous creatures.
Yeah. And she's just kind of pushing the boat, trying to keep it on track and such.
Mm-hmm. If there's any scenes you guys want to do, now is the time. Otherwise, I'll need to know your marching order and what everyone is doing.
I don't got anything.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
No.
So let me grab the sheet for Shago, because we're going to need him. So what is your marching order, and who is doing what job? I'm assuming Shago is wayfinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brick's probably keeping an eye out for danger.
Alright.
The doctor is primarily pushing the boat, though.
Yeah, you're kind of occupied.
Yeah. Though she's trying to also keep, like, an eye out on the water so Na doesn't get fucking got.
Right, well, I mean, you can see. Remember, you're not obscured by particulate in the water, so Na is quite safe.
Na is very safe on the boat.
Congo and Dame Cyrodieth, what are you two up to?
I would be marching alongside the boat, probably more towards the rear.
Okay. Congo?
Congo's probably trying to help Shago.
Okay. So
Trying
Shago,
to learn a
so
few
Shago
things
will
about
wayfind with
wayfinding.
advantage then.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, good thing you gave him advantage.
Woo.
So Brick, I'm gonna need a perception check from you, and someone else needs to roll a D100, please.
I rolled a D100.
I'll do it.
Would you like that one or that one?
Oh,
Yeah, Cyrodieth beat you to it, Gansy, but thank you.
my bad.
No worries.
I thought they said I already rolled one.
I'm not sure what that is. I'm looking in the wrong place anyway.
The last time we said that, we ran into Artisimber.
Yeah, well.
Artis is
I
currently
mean, to be fair, at least on the last time, I somehow managed to roll in a 1 on a D100.
Okay. So This is unfortunate.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate for me, not so much for you guys. Let me get this exactly right. Okay. So I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. And I'm gonna need this. There you go. So yeah, you guys hear like Jurassic Park style stomping, and just as Shago is about to say like gesture for you guys to slow down, and he's gonna say something to the effect of like thunder lizards, but before he can get it out, you all feel the temperature start to drop.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
And Shago just kind of like motions for you to stop, and then just like puts a hand to his face, and he just says, "Oh, give me strength."
Oh no.
Oh no!
Gotta get that spell ready.
And yeah,
Fox.
like around a bend in the river, as you guys slow to a stop, comes 3 frost giants and 2 winter wolves.
What in the actual hell?
I know, right?
God.
Could you turn the stuff down at all, Fox?
Turn the what now?
The sounds.
Like all of it?
It's fine for me.
Maybe.
It's where
Is
I
it?
usually have it, homie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I haven't
What's
messed
going on
with
with
it.
my headset?
I can turn it down, but I would have to turn down like 7 tracks.
Oh, there we go. I just have to turn you back down.
Yeah, there we go. So, the giants see you, you see them. There's not really any identifying markings on them, but you can tell it's not the same giants that you saw a couple days ago.
Oh, thank fuck.
They're coming from the opposite direction, for one.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. I say we just keep going like we don't see them.
Okay. So
Simber
Doc-
said if we encounter any more giants, take care of them. So
That's indeed what he said.
I mean, okay, stupid question. Do we have that capability?
I thought he said avoid them.
No,
No,
he said kill them.
He said kill them.
I mean, he wants us to kill them. The only question of whether or not we can is another thing.
I'm personally doubtful.
God, it's just that thing where it's like, yeah, the Vom crew can take down 9 frost giants. Yeah, we'll be fine, right? Wait, no, that's the Vom crew.
Yeah. That's the Vom crew. We're us.
We're the opposite of that, I imagine.
Not quite the opposite.
No,
Somewhat.
I wouldn't in any way say opposite.
I'm sorry. I can only imagine the conflict between Brick and Irithyr. Anything you can do, I can do. No.
The winter wolves are avoiding the water because that makes sense to me.
Personally, I say we just scoot around it, but the doctor will do whatever she's instructed.
They've seen us. Will they just let us pass by? Is the question.
I mean, you're kind
Just
of.
have they seen us?
They have absolutely seen you. They came around
Oh.
the bend in the river and then stopped.
Oh.
And they're like looking right at you. You guys are kind of in a, I don't want to say a Mexican standoff because you don't have your weapons out currently, but there's definitely that like shared like, oh fuck, I found another life form. It's kind of like the same thing that happens when you see like a single wolf out in the forest. You're like, okay, this could be really bad, and the wolf is like, oh god, you might have a gun, right? Like, kind of eyeing each other warily and kind of like just freeze for a little bit. That's kind of where you guys are and where we pick up this scene. So it's like, it's up to you guys what you want to do. Not hides in the supplies.
When he looks at me and I look at him.
A dose of prolonged eye contact.
Yep.
Basically.
I say we just keep walking.
You're gonna walk towards them.
No, well. Oh, they are in our path. They're in our path, huh?
They
Yep.
are in our path, yes, but
I mean, technically speaking, you can walk between their legs. That's true.
Yeah, but that's rude as shit.
Yes, it is.
I'm personally part of the group of we just don't fight them. I'd have the confidence if we were the Vom crew. We're the Crown crew, though, and this is a meat grinder.
Right.
So I think the Frostshine in the lead, like, slowly extends one hand out to you. Not like palm up, like gesture of friendship, but just like extends a hand with the palm facing you. Not quite stop, but like, I see you, I'm going to do something, right? Like, hey, pay attention. And he takes it like a half step forward, the ground shakes, and very slowly, in the Cholton dialect, he says, very slowly, I should point out, he says, "We do not seek you."
I don't think Congo, like, fully
Shago looks at Congo like, the motherfucker just spoke our language. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if Congo is, like, fully aware of the way he's naturally reacting, but he immediately switches into the Cholton language and goes, "Finally, one of you people I can talk to. We already sent some of you another way."
so you say all of that in a normal like conversation, and you see him like make a face, like it's the exact same face that somebody makes when like an air horn goes off too close to them, right?
Right.
And he like shakes his head a little bit, and he doesn't react to what you said, but he says in the Cholton dialect, he says, "We are looking for an immortal man."
Yeah, Simba.
You see the other two reach for their axes.
Like I said, we encountered some more of your people just a couple minutes ago.
Days.
Or days ago.
The other two look at the guy in the lead, and the guy in the lead like rubs his ear and like makes a face under his helmet, and he says, "Stop."
I think he like looks at Shago and is like, do they not like our language?
Shago is not looking at you. Shago is looking at the two giants reaching for their axes, and he's got his hands resting on his swords.
Relax, Shago, relax.
Bad Chago, no. Spray bottle.
He hasn't drawn them, but neither have the giants.
Right. Going into common, like...
Okay.
Like, to Shago, I think we can just send them away like the rest.
Without looking at you, he says, "Probably, but they seem cagier than the others."
They do. It seems like Cholton, he's set some sort of sound length that hurts them.
Maybe it's just your voice.
Oh, stop it.
The giant in the lead. He says, "You," and he points at Congo. "Speak slowly."
Oh. In Chilton, he goes. He's like about as slowly as they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna talk that slow because that's
Right.
hard for me.
Right, valid.
It's my apologies.
You
We met-
know Simba.
He like looks at the others. It's
You, I understand. You look at the other to gauge their reaction. You're not doing anything inherently threatening. However, that's giving up the bluff.
That's fair.
If you want to go through with that, you're going to change the world state. I'm just giving you warning.
So out of character. Last time we said yes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you saw him at the Garden of Lost Dreams.
So I think instead of like turning around, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna keep it up. And he's it's just yes.
Take
We
them.
said-
Axes come
Oh.
out from the other two, and we're gonna
Oh,
roll
God.
initiative.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Damn it.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Congo,
whoa.
I blame you.
This is not my fault. They're assholes.
I mean, that is a true statement. What you just said is true, yes.
Yeah, they're giants. This is kind of standard fare, as we've learned from Vom, but fuck.
By the way, that is Cerida's response just before initiative starts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have a terrible plan. These guys want to be assholes, so fuck them.
I mean, yes, that is
Congo.
that is the way to do it.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You better believe Congo is
I
just
should
going...
clarify. He said take them in giant. But, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the other two are getting ready to whip
Oh,
dick.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we see him pull out the axes, it's like, okay, friendly time over, murder time now.
Everybody roll?
I believe
Yeah.
Alright, the Winter Wolves are up first.
so.
The Winter Wolves have a speed of 50.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
no.
So they immediately spring into the do-it. Double move for him to get there, but before he gets there, the first wolf is going to use his cold breath. The wolf exhales a blast of freezing wind in a 15-foot cone, which means that's
Jeez.
gonna hit Congo, Brick, and Shago. Each creature in that area. Good.
No, sorry. I
Must
didn't mean to say
make
nothing
a
yet.
dexterity saving throw. Taking cold damage on a failed save or half as much as a successful one. So dex saves, Brick, Congo, and Shago.
Hey, Ceridath, how big is your aura?
10 feet. So, no one.
Why were you in the back?
Shago failed. Brick failed. Congo, you're taking half damage.
Awesome. Also,
Wait.
Oh.
What?
they entered the threat range.
The one on the
Yep.
bottom did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
okay.
not in stance, so we can only make one reaction.
He's
Yeah,
coming
I was
up
gonna say.
after the other one exhales. Just give me a second. So, like, hold that, right?
Yeah. No.
So, Shago and Brick take 21 points of cold damage and are frozen solid.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Oh.
So, Shago's frozen, Brick is frozen.
I'm keeping Chilton. Doctor, I can't fix that. And he's saying that. He's saying it loud.
Right. Congo, you're taking
The
half of
doctor-
that, so you're taking 11,
Right.
and you're not frozen. Then
Did you say that in... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you say that in Cholton or Common? Because the doctor doesn't speak Cholton.
He's probably panicking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He was already speaking in Chilton, and he's panicking because a wolf just breathed sheer ice on his brother.
So, the other wolf
And
runs up, and you go to stab it with your pike.
Uh-huh.
You're not in stance, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So you entered your threat range, which, fair is fair. And then it is your turn, Congo Tuzley.
Okay. I don't know what the f- to do here. I guess 50 billionth verse, same as the very first. I'm gonna enter Sentinel stance.
Yep.
Aura, if you'd please.
Yeah, what's the range of it?
Sorry, it's not Sentinel stance, it's Tunnel Fighter stance. That was the wrong
Right,
thing to clarify.
what's the range?
Damn it, I keep clicking the wrong thing.
You've called it Sentinel Stance this whole time, so it's reasonable.
Because Sentinel stance sounds better than...
Yeah.
Oh no, it is Sentinel.
Okay.
It's 10 feet. The range of my spear.
Boop. There you go. Okay.
No, it's Tunnel Fighter that allows you to make attacks without using reactions.
Yes, but
Sentinel makes speed 0 when you hit when
yes, that's what he's referring to.
Yeah. That's why I call it Sentinel stance, because it's mostly Sentinel doing the... Well, no.
I mean,
whatever.
Whatever. There's your aura.
Semantics. And then I'm going to...
Just for the sake of it, to be absolutely clear, you cannot Sentinel under the boat.
Right.
Okay, cool. Got anything else, or is that it?
I'm checking. One moment.
I think Tunnel Fighter's a bonus action?
Yeah, I thought Lay on Hands was able to get rid of effects. But
It
it's
is.
just poison.
Is it just
and
poison?
diseases.
Wow, okay.
It says poisons and diseases.
Okay, this is neither of those things.
Right.
That being said, like... Okay, let me make this clear, because Frozen Solid can differ between fictions. To be clear, they are, like... I hate to make this fucking comparison. I hate
Banjo-Kazooie Ice Cube?
No, that's the opposite. Have you ever seen a corpse on the Mount Everest Trail that died standing up?
Oh, yeah.
How they've got the icicles behind them, but they're still like... That's what I mean by Frozen Solid in this case.
Yeah, that's
They don't
messed
have
up.
a Looney Tunes ice cube around them.
They're like the Frozen. A better example, to ask me, is the if you've ever seen like anything of the SpongeBob movie when Neptune freezes Mr. Krabs.
Yes, that's a much better example. Thank you. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you hit them with your pike, it's probably not going to be a good idea. There's not a big ice cube to break.
Right.
And that's a fair thing for me to point out.
No, totally.
So, what do you got? Use your bonus action.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna double down on hitting this one on the bottom.
Okay. That'll hit. Alright. That all you got?
Yeah, for now.
Dr. Lorelei.
So, I've been reading through my spells because I'm damn sure that no healer's kit and I don't think Cure Wounds can fix this shit.
Unfortunately, no, because it's not damage-based. You would need, like, restoration.
I have lesser restoration, but it does not say frozen as a condition that I can fix.
You'd need greater restoration.
Son of a bitch.
How do we get rid of this?
That's
are
what I
ways.
have to ask. Is there anything... Okay, so you say frozen solid. As in straight up turned to ice? Or as in surrounded by ice? Like, there's a shell?
There is a shell, but it's not a big Looney Tunes ice cube.
Okay. Could I use shape water to fix that?
Now you're thinking with portals.
Or create destroy water?
Yes, actually, both of
Shape
those
water
would
lets you change it from
shape-
solid to liquid.
in a 5-foot cube. So yes, you could use shape water,
All right.
but you'd only be able
So
to do
what-
one this turn.
Yeah, but it'll get us one more fighter on the board.
True.
I suggest Shago first.
I don't know, man. Brick's got
Oh.
crazy burst.
He do.
Brick
I
is
just,
also closer.
Shago is a
yeah.
tank.
I was suggesting Shago because he's between the two. He's closer. I've already whacked this wolf twice, so I don't know how likely it'll be to go after Brick. But this one has a clear shot on Shago.
Yeah, while that's
No,
true, Shago still has HP and AC. He loses his Dex modifier, but he's still got AC. Like,
Okay. I was thinking that this was going to apply something akin to the helpless condition, which is just you auto crit when you hit.
It does, but it's you still have to hit. The boys am helpless right now. That's true, but like of the two of them, Shago can take a hit more than Brick can.
I guess that's true, because Shago's like a 9th level fighter or some
10th.
shit. Yeah.
What are you doing, Dr.
So-
Lorelei?
The doctor's going to use shape water to try and unfreeze Brick as much as she can.
Can you link the spell for me, please? I don't want to bog you down. This is a great idea. I think it specifically says how quickly you can unfreeze water.
I don't. Damn it.
You cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate and the rest of the change lasts for 1 hour. You change the water's color or opacity. You freeze the water, providing that if you cast the spell multiple times. No, it's just boom. It's just okay. Yeah, no, 5 foot. Okay. So Brick, you don't have to make a save. You are unfrozen. You are cold as fuck, and you're shivering, but you're unfrozen.
All right.
I'm double checking because I think
I'm
healing
gonna put
word
the
is
hiding modifier on nah. Sorry, go on.
healing word is a bonus action, so Brick also gets a cast of healing word at 1st level.
Okay. That's a D4 plus your charisma modifier.
Yep, sorry, I thought I had it set up so that I could link that. Like, no, not that I could link it, so like when I clicked on it, it would
It
cast.
would be under your attacks, not your spellbook.
I thought we had it set up differently here.
Okay. What's your charisma mod?
My charisma modifier is 4.
Brick, you get 5 HP.
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna move, Dr. Lorelei?
She's going to more or less focus on trying. Okay, so I'm guessing there is not like a lot of space between here and the shoreline.
No, not really. There's enough for the canoe to float, and that's about it.
Gotcha. Because I've been trying to think about what I'm going to do about Na, because the doctor doesn't want Na near all this.
Right. Na's currently hiding amongst the supplies. The Frost Giants don't seem to have noticed him.
Is it possible for the doctor to use movement to pull the canoe ashore, or is the river slow enough where if the doctor lets go, she can easily hop back in and grab it again?
The river is very sluggish. If this fight drags on, I might move Na, but it will not be a thing to go and get him.
Okay.
The only thing is the river flows this direction.
Towards where we send other frost giants.
I mean, that was days ago, but yes.
One
But
second.
what I'm saying is no, Na does not need constant tending. Na is also capable of jumping out of the damn canoe.
Then yeah, the doctor's probably going to just like slide out of the water and up onto shore.
Okay. Then it is Sergeant Holderheck's turn as you rub your arms to get feeling back into them.
Oh boy. Okay. I have plans.
Okay.
Alright, so... Do I want a gun or do I want to pull out the Warhammer here?
You want Cyrodiil to be slapping you against the head when you deafen more people.
You have earplugs?
Yeah, we have earplugs now. We're cool.
Well, true, but I don't think any of us had them in.
That's your problem.
Okay.
Just don't apply thunder damage yet.
Let me see. Let me do some calculations here. 2d8, 10 plus 1d8 plus... Okay. I have a plan. I'm going to pull out the Warhammer.
All right.
I'm going to cast Arcane Weapon on it.
Okay.
Give it fire damage.
Okay.
So it deals an extra 1d6. And then I'm going to use Green Flame Blade on this wolf.
Okay. I think you apply Green Flame Blade after you hit, so.
Yeah. So here's the Warhammer.
Yep. That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, give me 1 second to apply the Arcane Weapon.
I didn't realize all that could be done in proper action economy. That's fucking intense. By the fire of the forge and fucking deed.
And then here's the Green Flame Blade damage. The second number will go to the second wolf.
Okay. Roll your fire damage again, please.
Okay. Let me just do the Arcane Weapon first.
Yeah. So this guy takes... So the first guy takes 18.
And then the Green Flame Blade again.
Yes. Plus 8, or minus 8 rather. And then the second guy takes 17? 17. Okay. They need to immediately make a couple of charisma saves. This is not save against fear, per se. This is more a save against, like, I'm already hot, fuck this, it's not worth it. So save against apathy, basically. The first one fails, the second one passes, so that will come to pass on their turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him...
Looking at the size difference between tokens, my god, Dawn really is fucking massive.
Yes, he is. Go ahead and give him that. Okay. Swords?
Oh, yeah, swords. They're gonna...
Begin the sword dance.
I think they're going to attack...
All I'm saying is, a Blade Singer Sorcerer with the Forge Ranked Assistant.
Oh, God.
The swords hum as they fly around you.
They're gonna attack this one.
Really? Okay. Shoom. 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 Do it. The first 3 hit.
Yeah.
For a total of 18 points of damage. Nice turn. Nice turn.
Whew.
Got anything else?
No, I'm gonna save my action surge.
Alright, it is the Frost Giant's turn.
Oh boy, here we
Me
go.
imagine they not happy.
Yeah, so the guy in the front, like, points and shouts something in Giant, and the other two... What are their movement speeds currently? Big lumbering strides.
I believe their movement speed is 40 normally.
Oh. 5.
Luckily, they can't frostwalk all the way out here.
You say that, but...
I forgot
I mean,
they had
not if he's
Frostwalk,
moving
thank
as well.
you.
Honey.
They can't do it as easily as they can in Vom. In
This
Vom, they
guy
can frost walk
steps out
across
into the
snow in
river,
50 feet.
and you guys see beneath his boot, you see the river start to crack and congeal, and he steps on the ice. I completely forgot they could do that. And his speed doubles.
Oh.
And he's gonna go there, and he's gonna he's just gonna put he's gonna just shove the boat out of the way. I think interacting with an object is a bonus action, so he's gonna get there, and then he's gonna interact with an object with a strength check.
Oh no.
And he's just going to yeet the boat.
Oh.
He doesn't throw it, he just shoves it aside. And then he's going to attack the closest person in range, which is Shago.
I believe the phrase is "oh and shit."
Yeah, a
Oh,
little
fuck,
bit.
he's in my range, too.
Yeah, he is. There it goes. So
Just
minus
give me
Shago's dex, which is 2, lowers his armor class to 15, which means only one of those attacks hit for
Thank
26
God.
points of damage.
Oh God.
We are in it now.
Shago, you need to break out of that, like, seriously.
Yeah, he does. So Shago is going to make a strength saving throw. He fails.
Can you give
Damn
an
it.
NPC advantage or inspiration?
No.
No. Okay.
Shago remains frozen. Ceradeath.
Ah, crud. I was reading my metallic breast weapon. The problem is everything in range has to make the saving throw.
Yup.
What's the range? You could always like hop, skip, and jump down here, or like
So-
somewhere down here.
15-foot cone, right?
Yes. But the... Okay, so...
Oh shoot! Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
No worries.
I think there would get... can I get a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Okay.
From the 25-foot marker?
Yeah.
Fuck. Can somebody mark this line, please? Thank you. There's your 15-foot cone.
So I'd only get the wolves.
And you can angle that however you want, but
Yeah, no. And the problem is I don't really have a good way. And something tells me cold weapons do jack squat against them.
no comment.
I mean, fair, just...
Old winter wolves, we can assume.
True. You can assume whatever you want. You can assume Tinder is immune to ice. Like,
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Although with the wolves of my metallic breast weapon, that would be a... Although that's only a 14 point, and it's a 14 point thing, so they probably got a pretty good chance of resisting it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Get your aura in reach of Shago,
Yeah.
If you move into the fray, like if you move here, Brick, Congo, and Shago should all be in your aura.
Yeah, I
The
just
doctor
checked
as well.
Shadow would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
so
nice since that other wolf hasn't done its breath thing yet.
okay, so it looks to be about 25 feet, so I will do so. And then I am going to try and attack this boy right here. Is Searing Smite considered the same as Smite, as in that's a roll after hit?
Nope.
It's a bonus action and you apply it before the attack.
Oh, okay. But next time I hit a creature, okay, so.
Yeah, you turn it on, and then it activates when you hit.
Okay. Well, I'd like to use my bonus action to do so.
So you don't want the aura.
The
Wait,
aura's on all the time.
Yeah, the aura is
Oh.
permanent.
Okay, I
The
didn't
aura
know.
is innate.
I didn't know.
No, it is the first time the aura has come up, so it's fine.
Yep.
So,
You cast
bonus
Searing
action
Smite
to turn on Searing Smite, and
Yep.
then I'm going to attack this wolf right here.
Do it. Hits. Roll damage.
Get him. Get him.
Okay, and then I'm just reading again. What is it? Okay, 1d6.
Yep. Roll that fire
Ouch.
damage again. Okay. And then at the start of each of its turns till the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. So he is on fire. Flop. Okay. You got anything else, Sarah Death?
Do another attack.
Okay. Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Searing Smite will not apply to the second attack.
Right.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage. Alright, good hit. Okay. Top of the round. On the Winter Wolf's turn. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Which he fails. So he takes another d6 fire damage. Or excuse me, 2d6 fire damage.
I was gonna say it should be doubled.
Yep. And then...
This wolf is not having a good time.
No, he's not. He's gonna jump over Congo and Shago into the river to put the fire out and to cool off. So
You know, I can't really blame him for that.
he's gonna do a standing leap. He passes his check.
Smooth move, dumbass. Now you got throat leeches.
Splash.
No, that's the River Tyriki that has throat leeches.
No, it's all the rivers.
Ah.
Hey kids, you want leeches?
No. And then he's just gonna like burble in the relatively cooler water now, and just like chill. He might come back into the fight later. The other guy does not get his breath attack back.
Thank God.
So he's gonna try. He's not very good at this, but he's gonna try to snatch one of the swords out of the air.
Okay.
What would you say? I'll let you do this, Britt, because these are your swords. What would you say is a reasonable DC to catch one of those flying swords while you're setting up for your next attack?
I don't know. Let's see. Could use my spell save DC, but I think it's a little lower than that.
I agree.
I'd say 13.
Okay, he got a 15.
Yeah.
So you lose control of one of your flying swords because it's now a tended object.
Uh-huh.
And he just grabs it, shakes his head, and slams it into the ground. He's trying to kill it. But that's his turn.
He's trying to kill the sword.
It's flying and it stabbed him. He's your doggo.
It's a dog.
I absolutely do not blame him, but also that's hilarious to me.
Yes, it is. Congo, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna tuffle. Yup.
Okay, the Frost Rat makes an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll get me. God, that's double my AC.
Yep. Oh, is it? Cool! I get to bring out a new house rule.
Oh no.
I think this is the first time in DA history that somebody has hit double AC. That's not a bad critical.
Oh, good. Oh, goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, you weren't that attached to Congo, right?
Fuck off.
So, let's see.
I mean that as a joke, Hockey.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you either way.
you are not dead because you have enough HP that this will not be an instant death effect, but you take 61 points of damage.
Holy shit!
I am down.
Yeah, you are. You're down.
Oh.
So Congo like scoots around Shago to try to get into a more advantageous position, and the giant just takes his axe and brings it overhead smash down on Congo, and Congo goes flying into the next square and just drops onto the beach.
Oh dear God.
Should I roll on the injury table now or later?
Yeah, it's actually a good point. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh God.
I saw that one. I got scared for you, homie.
What is a 1?
A 1 is very bad, but anything below 10 in your situation would be really bad. 31 is dismembered.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Pick a limb.
Oh no.
I believe the phrase is shit.
The answer is non-dominant hand or
Yeah,
non-dominant arm.
Valid.
I was gonna go like left hand.
Guess what? You can't use a pike if you don't have both hands.
Yeah,
I know. I have to start using the scimitar.
but you have an artificer in the group. Keep that in mind.
I do.
Artificial limb. Artificial limb.
So Congo hits the sand, and like from the dust of the impact, you just see his arm below the elbow just keeps going,
Oh.
God.
and he's bleeding out pretty hard. Sorry, Congo.
No, you know what? This normally it'd be like, no, fuck you. But this is an interesting story beat.
Yes, it is. I agree. And
This-
real talk, you have one of the lowest ACs in DA history. So like,
It's because I lost my armor.
I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, getting double the AC is not gonna happen very often.
I don't know. We're dealing with fucking giants right now.
I mean, yeah, valid.
They
But
almost killed one of Kelio's wolves in a single hit last time, and
I
those
mean-
are buffed wolves.
I mean, they killed you in one hit. So like,
I'm not dead. I'm just down.
yeah, well, yes. But
Semantics.
that's the end of your turn. I'm sorry to say. Dr. Lorelei.
The doctor is going to shape water to get Shago out of his cone, and then Congo's arm goes flying and she screams and casts Mass Healing Word.
All right. Okay.
Are you sure you want to do mass right now?
Yes.
How many?
I'm-
Actually,
Unfortunately, Dr. Lorelei
Yeah.
is not a life cleric, so it's not going to be stupid amounts of healing, but
right. Only reason I
Yeah.
asked is just because that's a 3rd level slot.
it is a 3rd level slot.
Yeah, but your arm just went flying and everyone's hurt.
Actually, Cyrodiil was fine.
I was gonna say, like,
Can
I
the
mean, hey.
doctor?
sorry.
Can the doctor Motherfucker.
And
Can the doctor
mass
get...
healing word, yes.
I'm
What were you
sorry,
doing?
hon. I'm playing mostly. Sorry.
What were you
No,
gonna
you're
say?
fine.
I was just gonna do mass just to get everyone like back up to speed.
Okay.
Then do it.
God damn it.
Roll that 3 more times. 2 more times, sorry.
2 more times?
Only 3 people are hurt.
Yeah, I'm at full health.
So,
Yeah.
Dr. Lorelei,
You
determine who gets what healing.
Brick, Shago, and Congo, of course, and then she's going to,
Who gets what?
Wait, but mass healing word is like healing word. You just roll the 1 and then everyone gets that 1.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not multiple heals. If you roll like a 9, everyone gets 9 HP.
Oh. That's a lot less fun.
This is Fox.5. If you deem fit to change the spell, you deem fit to change the spell.
I mean, here's the thing. On the one hand, the way that you said it is more boring to me. On the other hand, you just got crit for as much health as you have and lost an arm, so I really shouldn't be fucking with the rules while you're down.
We'll put a pin in the boringness for now, and address it later. That's what I was hearing.
Like, well, no, because this needs to be decided, because you make a valid point. It should be everybody gets the same healing per the rules as written. However, if we do that, everybody gets 5. As opposed to one of you getting 5, one of you getting 8, one of you getting 7. So really, it's a net positive to do it my way.
Right. Thinking about it, that makes Dawn's mass healing word even bigger.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Yes, it does.
Like, it's a positive thing to do it per person. What you need to do, Dr. Lorelei, is assign those values.
And I plan to. Congo is getting the 8 because duh.
Okay. Congo, you are awake and prone. You are not bleeding out of your stump with 8 HP. However, you are in the worst pain you have ever felt because there are exposed nerve endings.
Oh.
Yeah, excuse me as I just huddle up into the fetal position for a couple turns.
Who's getting the 5?
I'm trying to remember who took what damage, because I know...
Give the 5 to Brick. He's less hurt than Shago.
Then, yeah, Brick gets the 5, and Shago gets the 7.
Alright. Brick, you get 5, Shago gets 7. And it's no longer frozen. That's gonna be your turn unless you want to move, Dr. Lorelei.
Yeah, the doctor's going to move, like, down here and then up to Congo. She's going to immediately start, like, trying to help get him out of there her next turn.
Okay. Brick.
Okay, so... if I move like this, am I gonna end up getting an attack of opportunity from the giant?
No, he already used his attack of opportunity.
You're right.
You will get an attack of opportunity from the wolf, though.
Why?
Because the wolf has slightly more reach than you do.
Okay.
He's a large creature.
Don't worry, Brick, when it comes to the giant...
Never mind. Never mind. I ruled Kelio's wolves do not have that because they attack with their face. Never mind. You're fine.
All right.
Don't worry, Brick, when it comes to the giant, Congo gave you a hand.
God damn it.
All right, so... I'm gonna attack this wolf with the Warhammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a green flame blade hit again.
Who are you bouncing the green flame blade to?
It has to be a creature within 5 feet, so the giant up
The
top.
giant in the water? I shouldn't say in the water, he's standing on ice, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the Warhammer.
That hits.
I have a... oh, wait.
And the green flame
Roll
blade.
the arcane weapon again.
Uh-huh.
The green flame blade, I'll need you to roll it again, but only for the wolf. Ice. And then the giant takes 5. Okay.
And swords will attack. 3 of them,
Okay.
because one of them's out of commission.
Right. The wolf is trying to break its neck. It's not working.
He's trying so hard.
Who are you attacking with these?
The wolf.
The wolf? They all hit.
Trying to get it. Yeah, trying to get it off the board first.
Alright. Okay. Okay. That killed it. The second one killed it.
No.
So you still have that third one. Though I guess you already rolled the attack, so no, I've been doing this whole time. Yeah, so
Yeah.
You could do it too.
So I could redirect that attack to this giant.
Yes, you could.
That was a 19 on that last hit, so
That hits.
yeah.
And then 7 damage. Okay.
And then I've got my bonus action still, and I've got my action surge.
Yep.
Wait, yeah, because Green Flame Blade is
Not an
with
action.
attack.
It just does a thing. Yeah.
Let me make sure that just for my own edification. Yeah, it's an action in and of itself. That's right. And okay, so there's been a bit of inconsistent ruling on this. If I action surge, do I or do I not get the sword attacks back?
No.
All right.
Yeah, I've been inconsistent with that?
At first, I got them back.
Oh. Fucking
They are an extension of my will.
They are an extension of your will. That's valid. However, that's a lot. Okay, so here's the question, right?
Uh-huh.
If you action surge, does your animal companion that attacks on your turn get another attack?
That's a separate entity.
This is a separate entity. Mechanically, they function the same. Like, you're right that technically an animal companion is its own creature, but mechanically, it is an extension of the ranger.
Well, the main difference mechanically, though, is that the beast gets its own turn.
No, it acts on the ranger's turn. It's supposed to, anyway.
Yeah, you act.
I personally
on your
don't like
turn?
that rule, but mechanically, it's an argument that I'm making for this case, Gamsey.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It has its own action economy, is the thing. It doesn't go off your own action economy. You just command it to do something.
Okay. If you were holding the swords, this wouldn't be a question, right? Like if you were a 5-armed dwarf and you had the warhammer and you had these 4 swords, yeah, obviously you could make an attack with all of them.
Right. Beastmaster has weird rules. You normally have to use your own action to make it attack.
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
But would your action surge allow you to do it again? Rules is written Beastmaster Ranger. If you attack with use your action to make the thing attack, and then action surge, can you do that again?
That's an interesting question. As far as the rules go, I don't see why not, but action surge is the user pushing their own adrenaline, so why would that affect a companion?
Right. See, this is hard because you make a really good argument, but at the same time, you do so much fucking damage.
Uh-huh.
Which, I guess, is the point. You have a magic item. Okay. Final ruling. Yes, it affects the swords.
Okay.
I'm gonna clip that, or note that down.
Alright. So, God. Alright. this dude up top's already used his reaction, so I'm gonna action surge. I'm gonna move there
Okay.
with my. I think I still have 5 feet of movement. I started.
You started behind Shago. You're fine.
Yeah, I've only got 15 feet right now
Why?
because I'm encumbered.
Ah, right. You have the bag. Wait. No.
Congo had the bag.
What are you encumbered by?
Carrying lots and lots of shit. My armor.
Okay, fair. Fair.
I thought your armor negated its effect or something with the armor's class, didn't it?
No.
No. All right, so
But no, you've got enough. You're good.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attack this giant with the warhammer.
Dunk.
There's a cat rubbing its face against my laptop's back.
Tit.
Hello.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And green flame blade.
That's rude. That wolf was chilling. That wolf is
It
dead.
was chilling.
It was chilling. Now it's floating down the river.
Hey, it's still chilling out the water, so I'd say it's still doing its job.
I
All
mean,
right.
I don't have to spread it to the wolf.
Oh, are you not?
Honestly, yeah, I will.
Okay, I thought
I mean,
so.
you did just see these guys like dismember a party member, so
That wasn't the
And
wolf,
then-
but yeah.
well,
3
yeah.
sword attacks on this dude.
You have all 4 swords back, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Because you killed the thing trying to... Yeah.
All right. 4 sword attacks on this dude then.
Okay. Everyone but the second one hits.
Yep.
Really? Alright.
Minimum damage across the board.
Ouch. And just
Damn.
be that way sometimes. That's your turn?
It do.
I still have my bonus action.
Yes.
I am going to use my guardian armor, and I'm going to use its ability called Defensive Field. I
Okay.
gain temporary HP equal to my artificer level, which is 3.
When did you change from infiltrator to guardian?
Last session.
Yeah.
Alright. What does that look like?
Probably just a sort of, the armor sort of just shimmers, and there's sort of like a film of like what looks like water over it.
Nice. Okay. So that's your turn. It is the Frost Giant's turn.
Oh lord, they coming.
And you piss them off, Brick.
Oh no.
Kathunk. Kathunk. Oh, too far. Sorry. Kathunk. Brick, you're gonna take 4 Great Axe attacks.
Okay.
Holy oh, and Brick, you moved out of the range of my aura.
It wouldn't apply to my AC anyways.
22 to hit.
Hits.
28 damage.
Alright.
Second
One
attack.
moment.
16
Come
to
on,
hit.
Rick.
Hits.
You can take it.
34 damage.
Holy shit.
I can tell you right now I'm down.
You're down. Okay.
Fuck.
Then the other 2 attacks are going at Shago instead.
At least it's not me.
They don't know you're awake. First attack misses Shago. Second attack, if it'll roll. There it goes. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
2 points off of Valorous Critical.
Oh my god.
It's a 27 to hit Shago for 24 points of damage.
Jesus.
The third Frost Giant, you're gonna walk his happy ass out into the river. dunk, and he's just gonna pick up the boat.
Oh no.
He's gonna make an athletics check, which he passes with a 28, and he just scoops up the boat. The mighty Shago. He's having a little bit of uncertainty here. He can't currently see Congo, but he can hear him. He just watched Brick get walloped. The swords clatter down all around him.
Probably a little bit of deja vu.
A little bit. He hasn't even drawn his swords yet because he got frozen.
Oh, do I need to make concentration checks?
No, you're unconscious.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun feat.
Make concentration checks while you're down?
No, sorry. That would not make sense. No, that was not my thinking.
Okay. So Kunga's he's got both hands on his pouches, but he hasn't drawn them yet. And I think after a moment he says, Doctor, I think we should surrender.
The doctor is looking around, sees the boat getting lifted up, sees Brick body, looks over at Congo's arm. I kind of agree.
Damn.
There's a sigh, and you can see some ice, steam, kind of winter, if that makes sense. To where it's really cold, and you can see,
Frost mist.
Yeah, frost mist, basically. Just a bit of that before, putting the sword away, basically join in on the surrendering.
Okay, yeah, Sugar pulls out his falchions and just slams them into the sand on either side of himself. And in Chultan, he says, Enough! We will go with you. On 2 conditions. Our lives and our supplies. When you see that we do not have what you need, we will need them to go where we are bound. And Shago's gonna make a persuasion check. He's great at these.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
It's sarcasm.
I'm afraid.
Let's see if the Frost Giants believe him. They do!
Oh, thank
God.
So the Frost Giants slowly lower their axes. We fade out on this scene. And at the bottom of the screen in white text, it just says several days later.
Oh no.
Ah, shit.
We fade back in. You all can gain the benefits of a long rest. We fade back in, and you guys are stripped of your gear. It's all piled in the boat. The boat is being carried by one of the giants.
Am I conscious or?
Yeah, you're all conscious. The boat is being carried by one of the giants, and the other 2 giants, each one carrying one of the dead winter wolves on their shoulders, have the 5 of you chained together and are leading you through the jungle.
Was the doctor given a chance to wrap up Congo's missing arm, or no?
No, but they froze it and kept it frozen.
That's unpleasant.
Yes, it is.
If he can manage, he's praying to the jungle.
Roll a d100.
I mean, Ceradeath, I think at this point would quite frankly also be praying a lot.
You also roll a d100.
The doctor isn't praying, she is in panic mode.
You guys get to keep your clothes and anything you were wearing, but all of your supplies has been piled in the boat, your weapons as well.
Oh, cool. I get to keep my pair of pants.
Yeah.
Does that apply to armor or no?
No.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
armor is on you.
Brick is the only one that is the exception here. Because his armor can't be removed without his...
Well, no,
oh,
they didn't take Ceradeath's armor. They just took her shield and sword and gear.
Oh, okay.
That means I still have a weapon.
But they don't know that.
They don't know that.
I didn't use it in the fight.
So,
You guys are led.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second wind during this rest as well.
Okay, it's been a couple of days, so you guys are led out of the jungle to the beach, where several gigantic Nord-style longships are chained on great posts, hammered into the beach, and there's 3 or 4 ships, and there's maybe 5 frost giants just milling around the camp. And one of them is more decorated than the others. I need to make sure that I get this individual's gender correct before I fuck this up.
We are all about to motherfucking die.
Yeah. It's a female frost giant. She's wearing more or less half plate armor. She's got a big wooden round shield with a symbol of an owl burned into it. She's carrying an axe as big as the others, but she's wielding it in one hand. And when you guys are led out of the jungle, she thunders over and starts conversing with the giants, gesturing at you, and they're obviously explaining themselves.
The doctor is on the brink of tears. She's fucking terrified.
And
Congo ain't stopping. Congo ain't stopping. Fuck these men.
The Jarl turns to the group of you, and in common, she says, and I am not even gonna try to do a female giant's voice, but in common, she says, "Sit down by the bonfire." It's not a suggestion.
My ice will melt.
Cool.
If he can, he's gonna hold up his nub.
Yep. Cool. So, Congo.
Oh no.
What's your current armor class, homie?
13.
Without your dex?
Oh, without my dex?
Yeah.
Without my dex, I'm at a 10.
Cool.
I
Droopy
am literally
slaps
base.
the shit out of you. Literally just backhand across your entire upper torso. Your spine cracks and you fall to the ground. You take 7 points of damage.
I'm really glad I got back up to full.
The doctor probably on reflex goes to check on him if she can.
Yep.
Is that with the back crack something that should be
you're all
worried?
chained together, so you can kind of cluster up, but you can't really separate. You hit the sand, Congo, and Droopy just thunders, "Move."
The doctor will try to help Congo up and get them towards the fire, telling him, "I'll take care of the arm later. I'll take care of this." And she's shaking terribly, I can't do it, but she's shaking.
Yeah. And the giants carrying the supplies, not still hiding. The giants carrying the supplies start walking towards the boat. So you guys have a moment.
Doctor,
Yes.
you better be ready to fucking bury me before I give in to these people.
The doctor gives him a look that's a combination of anger but also fear, God, she really isn't hoping that she'll have to do this again. But she's like probably saying more along the lines of, I'll take care of this. Once I get my things back, I'll take care of this. We can take care of this.
My hand is no good.
One of the other frost giants like comes over very quickly, and he doesn't say anything. He just unchains Brick and just grabs him by the collar and picks him up.
The doctor like screams a bit.
Porta dwarf.
Brick, you can struggle if you want.
He's not going to make a move in this situation.
Okay.
He's going to wait for his opportunity.
I would say you're dragged, but you're not. The giant just fucking carries you. He carries you, like, into one of the boats, or, like, well away from the others, and into, like, the cabin of the longship. And Droofy is in there sitting behind a desk, and you're, like, dropped into a chair, and the giant just walks back out, and you hear the door slam. So you're in this dark, creaking, like, ship's cabin. The only light is, like, a oil lamp on the desk. The desk itself is like a giant-sized steamer trunk, and Droofy is just towering over you in the gloom, sitting across the desk. And Droofy starts talking in common. She says, "You are Flaming Fist."
Oh, how does he respond to that shit?
I mean, the short answer is, how much of a soldier do you want to be right now? Like, are you going to do name, rank, and serial number and that's it? Or are you going to do, like, are you going to play this game and try to get out?
Okay, I think he'll just go, aye.
Droofy nods slowly. We are also soldiers. This does not have to be terrible. Not for you, not for us.
I don't know, you kinda cut off one of my friend's hands.
We have food, boats for travel. We have magic. We have wealth.
Cut to the chase.
Simba. And do not lie to me.
Okay, how do I play this shit? I could tell a half-truth.
Do you want to chance the very tall, very strong, very angry lady with a half-truth?
Argus straight up said, like, pray you don't run into the Jarl.
Uh-huh.
Well, you ran into the Jarl.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly by choice, to be fair.
Here's the thing. Like... Okay, like... Get out with your life, sure. But maybe... Brick's life isn't as important as keeping these giants away from the ring.
Oh shit.
All you have is Argus's word that it's a big deal. I'm just saying.
He's heard the stories, though. He's heard stories of what the giants can do with the ring. We've established this.
Sure, you've also heard the stories that there's alligators in the sewers of Waterdeep. I'm, like, yes, okay, out of character, we both know the Ring of Winter is a big fucking deal. But like, I'm just saying, like, in this moment, prisoners of the Jarl with Drufi lording over him, is Brick really, really thinking about, like, a noble sacrifice for my good buddy Artisimber? Really? Artis is kind of a dick.
And
It's less for Artis, more.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
less
This is your
about
scene.
Artis and more about the ring.
One thing
Okay.
I want to point out: would Brick be thinking of his allies at all?
It's true.
That's another point.
If he lies, they might not get out either.
I mean, what would you do if you all had basically have one of the giants bring in the doctor with her head in his hand type deal?
Okay, then. So I think this is how Brick plays it.
Okay.
On one condition.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Make a persuasion check.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go ahead and spend my inspiration for advantage.
That's a good plan. Okay. Droopy starts chuckling and then, like, leans back in her seat and starts laughing. It shakes the room. The ambient temperature drops like 5 degrees.
Uh-huh.
And then, just when you think that she's gonna, like, calm her eyes and, like, or calm down and, like, wipe her eyes, she just slams both hands on the desk and leans over and just roars like, "You do not make demands."
I don't think that phases him.
Okay.
At least not completely.
I think it's fair to make you roll for it.
Yeah.
Charisma save.
Those aren't great.
No, they're not. Ooh.
Ow.
Okay, I'm actually going to roll her intimidate. Yeah, she got a 17, dog.
Yeah.
You got a nat 1 round, like, modified down to a 0. So
Oh my God.
what does that look like?
God, what does it look like?
Does Brick need a change of pants?
No.
Does the chair flip back at the force of her, like, just the force of her breath?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it just, like, topples the chair, and you have to, like, pick yourself up while Droopy laughs at you. I can see that. So maybe, like, Brick isn't phased, but he still loses some dignity because of the situation, right?
Uh-huh.
You fix the chair, you sit back down. And Droopy just glowers at you. Simba.
God.
You could bring up that we've already told one group.
Do I want to lie in this situation? My deception's even lower, so...
Do we technically
Well-
know which way he went?
We know he went after the giants, so technically if you told her we told one group, we pointed him that way, it's like, yes, Simba was that way last we knew. I mean, you're not really lying. At worst, you're just lying about, like, Simba wasn't that way, but he went that way afterwards.
Oh, how do I play this? God. There's... Okay, so there's the option of telling the truth. We know where he's going. We know where we told him we'd meet up. There's the option of withholding details.
Yes, there is.
I mean, I would argue it's not really lying if you said, look, we told you guys that Simber's that way, and last we knew, Simber was indeed going that way.
It's just...
Because, I mean, that's really not lying when you think about it.
No, it is. Simber did not go towards Nangalore.
Wait, I thought he did, because I thought he was like, I gotta kill these giants.
No, he went perpendicular. He went into the jungle. Like, you were going up the river toward Kirsabal, Nangalore is down the river. Right? So, for incredibly simplified, you were going up, Nangalore was down, Artis went right.
I guess I'm just confused, because I could have sworn we asked him, was that wise to go after the giants, and he went like, I have no choice. Or
No,
like
he's
that.
going after the giants, that's true. But he didn't go towards Nangalore.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's not going after those giants. He wanted to go after the Jarl.
Correct.
Well, that's probably me misunderstanding then, because that's what I thought
if he was
saying.
going towards Nangalore, he would have kept the boat.
Valid.
And I specifically said he walked up the beach into the jungle.
Well, again, right. I'm more just saying I think I just misunderstood what he said at the time, though.
Right. So I'm clarifying it.
Okay.
Easy peasy lemon greasy.
Floor is yours, Brick.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is... What I say changes the entire state of the game.
Yes.
And other games, too, most likely.
If they find artists, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. That would make Vom all the much harder.
Who cares about those guys? We're the crown crew here.
True. Very true.
We do not know anything that's going up in the frozen north, like our characters don't.
True.
Technically, it hasn't started yet.
Correct.
Fair.
Vom is a couple years in the past of the other two. Fuck.
I was gonna say.
Sure.
I said that wrong. Crown is a couple of years in the past of the other two. My bad.
Okay.
I tell him the truth is the most likely chance we get off the hook. We live to fight another day.
Or
Yeah.
they see seeing use in us, and
I say our best bet is tell the truth.
The other, yeah, the option I'm thinking is we tell the truth. We try to grow the Black Orchid. We get the wings of the Aarakocra, and we bolt for Eldani. That would be...
The
it would
issue
mean
is
we don't get to resupply, but that would be our only chance to cut them off before they reach Artis.
Artis is not in Aldani.
Yeah.
Remember, he said he isn't going to be able to make it to Aldani.
Right. Right. That's right. The game state changed before that.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, another way to think of it also in that context is if we had trouble with just 3 frost giants and 2 wolves, how well is it going to go if we get in their path again?
Well, if we fly over them, not a problem.
Okay, but what do we do when we're at the end point? Like, will we just try to grab Simber and fly off to some other rampart real quick, or what?
You're misunderstanding
so-
time frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
You're misunderstanding time frame.
Yeah.
The giants are big, and they can traverse through Chult more easily than you guys can. Granted. But without even knowing how fast the wings of the Arakocra are, you, like, if you did what Vader was saying and you found Artis, you would have days, probably, before the Frost Giants came up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hours if we were really unlucky.
If you were really unlucky, that would be a supply line, not a scouting party there already. But, like, if, for example, if Droopy followed you, you would, like, even if it's slow flight, it's still flight. You're gonna have days. But it's a moot point because Artis is not an Aldani.
So I think the option is to tell the truth.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think how to word this now. So
what do we take as given? You know Artis, that's truth. He has the Ring of Winter, that's truth. He knows about Droopy, that's truth.
yeah.
But you don't know where he is, and that's truth.
But we know he's coming after Droopy.
Correct.
Honestly, at this point, you could be like, I don't know where he is right now, but if you wait long enough, he'll come to you.
That's essentially my line of thinking, like, okay, so I think Brick says, want to know where Simba is? You won't have to look for him. He's coming to you.
So, in common, for your benefit, Droopy looks at the door and says, "Kill the one missing an arm." And just looks back at you.
No, I have not told you any lie today. We don't keep track of him. Yes, encountered him on a couple occasions. He's not with us. He's not a part of our group.
Make a persuasion check.
Nuffle, please be kind.
Right?
No.
You're being
not
honest,
good.
that confers a benefit. A bonus, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
So Droopy snaps at the door. She says, "Wait!" Looks back at you. You can find him?
No.
The answer is not particularly.
The answer is we don't know where the fuck he is. Well, we knew where he was.
I hate to say this, but you know where he is, sort of. You know places that are important to him.
Uh-huh.
I know we do, but I do not remember the names of said places.
Mesro is one.
Mm-hmm.
I might.
Fakeness is going to help. They are going to kill me. I am a bargaining chip right now. Do not do me like a scratch.
I have ideas where he could be.
Thank you.
So Droopy nods slowly. She says something in Giant, and the door slams open, and Brick, you're picked up and carried back out onto the beach, and you're like thrown down in the sand, and the Giant goes over and he like unhooks Congo, grabs him by the throat, and picks him up.
The doctor like panics a bit
and starts to head back into the ship.
Oh,
As Congo's being carried away, everyone can chokingly hear him constantly cursing the giant. Fuck
Cool.
you! I am thusly the unbroken. Fuck yourself.
And yeah, Congo, you're taken into the same room. You plunk down. There's Droopy behind the desk. Giant walks out and slams the door. And Droopy, like, looks you up and down. And she says, "You're bleeding."
Funny how that works when you take someone's hand off.
Do you want it back?
I'm inclined to say yes.
Droopy, like, gets up. Like, walks over to something obscured by shadows. You hear liquid pouring. And then she comes over to you with, like, a bowl. It's a bowl full of, like, glowing liquid about the same color as Congo's, like, undershirt. The blue, the cyan.
Right.
And she, like, sets it on your lap. It's a big bowl. It's like a platter for you. Sets it on your lap, and she says, "Dip."
Before I do, are you expecting something out of me after I do this?
She doesn't say anything. She just sits back down.
I think he just grumbles and sticks his hand in it.
Arm.
Nub.
Yeah. First of all, it's cold as fuck. It is cold as fuck. And then you start to feel your ligaments stretching and the, like, bone elongating, and you look down and your arm is regrowing. However, it's the same color as a frost giant's skin. So you got a Jack Frost arm from the elbow down.
What in the great jungle's name?
It's slow, like it's not there yet.
Right.
And Droopy says, Simba.
What, Brick didn't tell you what you wanted to know?
Where is he? I gave Droopy a Cholton accent, I shouldn't have done that. Regardless.
Listen. I have only recently joined this group. I have encountered Simba once, and the last I knew, he was headed to the garden.
Make a deception check.
Is that wrong?
Yeah?
Yeah, we said that he wasn't heading towards the garden. He was heading in the opposite. He was heading right of the garden.
Yeah, he was heading in a perpendicular direction into the jungle, not down the river towards the garden.
Oh.
If that was
Right.
an honest mistake, you don't have to make a deception check.
Yeah, no, that was an honest mistake.
Okay, fair enough.
We believed him at the garden, and he headed into the jungle instead.
Where?
My immediate thought is like looking at Droopy and going, I don't know, a small folk's day away from the garden. I couldn't tell you where. I'm not in the jungle often enough to mark it for you.
Make a persuasion check. That's fair. Fair is fair. Okay.
Thank you, Congo.
So Droopy does like the Gendo pose on her desk, like links her fingers, puts them above her mouth, stares at you under her big, like, Dovahkiin helmet. Just...
You give me a hand. As much as I hate you, I have no reason to lie.
Where is he gone?
I do not know him well enough to say.
Can you find him?
I only know his legends.
Can you find him?
I'm no tracker.
The others?
My brother is a better tracker than I, but he deals in beasts, not man.
Druvi, like, shouts something in Giant, the door opens. Congo, we see you, like, grabbed, and then we crossfade, and Dr. Lorelei is plunked down in the chair.
The doctor is just sitting there quietly, going between looking down in her lap and making eye contact and then seeming to think better of it.
Giant slams the door, and Druvi says, Simba.
I'm... What about him?
Where is he?
I don't know exactly where he is. When we were heading upriver, he went off in some direction. I'm not native to the jungle. I don't know.
Why?
Why what?
Why did he go into the jungle?
I'm guessing to look around for frost giants. He seemed to know that you folk were here.
Are you frightened, little fish?
Ganassi, ma'am, but yes, very.
We can help
One
you.
of my traveling compatriots are kind of missing an arm, and I watched one of the strongest dwarves I've ever met go down with a couple swings of an axe double all of our heights.
Druvi chuckles. We can keep you safe from the perils of the jungle. Get you home, wherever you want to go.
That really isn't solely my thing to say, I'm afraid, ma'am. Ma'am? Correct?
Druvi just kind of makes a non-committal noise. Y'all.
Jarl. Got it. Jarl.
These are dangerous lands, little fish.
I am very aware.
You could have powerful friends.
I'm afraid I just don't have the information you're asking for.
Can you get it?
know he mentioned a place, but I don't remember what it is.
Can you get it?
Probably. I think someone might remember it.
Who would remember it? Which
I'm
one?
I'm not entirely sure, I'm afraid, Jarl. The doctor's like going to rack her head. Can I roll to see if the doctor might know?
No what? Sorry.
The name of the place, one of the places important to artists.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be an intelligence saving throw.
Alright.
As much as I love cheering for success, I really hope the doctor fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, doctor's panicking.
I honestly couldn't tell you if any of us would remember, I'm afraid. We haven't really been keeping tabs on him. He just shows up on occasion.
He's following you.
Not that I'm aware of. No, sometimes it just happens. Things just seem to happen in this jungle from what I've noticed.
Druvi says something in Giant, but is nodding at you when she says it.
I'm sorry, what? I don't understand. stand
I agree with
giant. Oh, okay.
you. Has he said anything else to you?
I'm trying to think. The doctor, my first response was nothing in particular, but that's because I don't remember anything. The doctor probably has a better memory of these encounters than I do.
Make an intelligence saving throw. Oh, you didn't make a saving throw the first time, Sibs.
Yeah, I realized that just now.
Yeah, so redo that first one. Okay. So, you know, fair is fair. I made a mistake as a GM. I didn't catch that, so it doesn't count against you. But you can remember that Artis's, like, in Mesro, or not in Mesro, but Mesro is important to him, and he gave you a name. I don't remember off my head what it was, but I'm sure one of you wrote it down.
Oh, it's probably in my notes. Because if he gave us a name, that was probably while Z was here. I was a lot more due diligent about notes with Z.
No,
I have a name,
it was during your
actually.
last meeting.
Oh.
Saja and Baza. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Let me bring up Artis's sheet, because I want to make sure that this goes correctly for your sakes.
If it was our last meeting, that would explain why I don't remember it.
Why do you not remember that? Sorry.
Because last session I was really up and down.
Saya Unbaza, so you were right.
So I'm trying to think of those which would be less catastrophic for the doctor to mention. Mesro is a place we probably will have to go back to.
You can't go back to somewhere you've never been.
Fair, right. We passed it, didn't we?
Nope.
Never been.
Right.
I mean, yes, Mesro is between you and Port Nyanzaru. Technically, you passed it, but it was not along the route that you took.
Gotcha.
I say give the name, because that's a lot harder for them to track.
Then backtracking. Well, last time we saw him, when he ran off into the jungle, he gave me a name that I don't recognize.
Drufi looks very interested.
The doctor's going to struggle with it because it's a Cholton name. But Saja Mbaza, I think? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry.
Drufi, writes something down on a giant, pad of paper. She nods. And, just staring at it, and she just says, "You can go."
Oh, okay. That's fair. Thanks, lady. Fucking bitch.
Can the doctor, just get down off the chair, or is this, fucking massive?
No, it's a person chair.
The doctor will, stand up, bow at the waist, and, just kind of teeter on off, shake.
So you pop out the door, and the giant, looks at you.
I was told I could go.
The giant doesn't react, and just, puts a hand against your back, which is, most of your torso, and just, pushes you in front of him and starts walking.
The doctor will, start walking.
Yeah, he takes you back out to the others. So the doctor came back under her own power. That's a first.
The doctor is pale as a sheet, sitting on the ground and just distressed fish woman noises.
And then the giant leaves, leaving the five of you together.
Oh, I see how it is. The menfolk have to be manhandled.
I think Sarah that just immediately shoots you a glare of fucking try me, bro.
What? I'm right. Brick was carried, and I was carried by my fucking throat. They haven't taken you yet.
The doctor's going to try and get a look at Congo's arm again.
Okay, he's got a blue half arm now.
What? And she's like gonna start looking this over like best she can.
Yeah, it's deathly cold to the touch.
She used it as a bargaining chip, I assume. She asked me if I wanted it back after I got, well, to put it politely, snarky about one of her soldiers taking it from me.
The doctor just sighs deeply. Can the doctor roll anything to see if she's ever heard of something like this, or what would do something like this?
One quick second.
Take your time.
Roger, roger, Captain.
Right, sorry, say that again?
Could the doctor roll anything to determine if she's ever even heard of something like this?
You can make a medicine check, I guess?
Medicine question mark.
I'm torn between medicine and arcana, and I want to give you as big a boon as possible.
Doc.
Regrowing limbs is not unheard of. There are some creatures that can do it. Powerful magics can do it. Like divine gifts can do it. Of greater concern to you, granted you did not roll great, but of greater concern to you would be the fact that it's very clearly not the same flesh as the rest of his body.
Oh, fear that the body may attempt to reject it.
That is, like, the best case scenario of problematic issues, Congo.
What would be the worst case scenario? Because I have a rough idea of what that could do.
What is the worst case scenario?
Well, Congo,
Assuming direct control.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
I was
no.
gonna say,
Oh no.
it's a fucking divine gift. I'm worried it just might turn on him and choke him to death.
The doctor is going to keep this information to herself for once.
Okay.
For once,
Nah, doctor, just blab it all out. Just tell us everything. There's no way this could traumatize people even more, right?
Worst case scenario, I probably have a saw in my surgeon's tools.
I rolled.
Okay, if we get to that point, I think we might just be like, okay, Sirida, stand on the limb over there. Okay, Brick, get out all your swords.
Worst case scenario, just tell Shago and he'll fucking Omewamo Shinderu that shit right off.
So, speaking of Shago, Shago gets grabbed and dragged inside, leaving the four of you to talk amongst yourselves.
Oh no.
And let me be clear, Congo was cursing, Shago is fighting.
Congo would have been fighting, but they had him by the literal throat.
I mean, he's got Shago by the throat. I didn't say he was effectively fighting.
Fair.
The doctor's fins like drop and she immediately goes back to like panic.
We're in
Doctor,
trouble.
remain calm.
We may have caused a huge problem.
What did you do, dwarf?
I gave vague answers at best.
What did you do?
I have a feeling they're going to follow us wherever we go now.
Oh boy.
I honestly think Congo keeps trying to like lean on the hand, but it's cold and it keeps fucking startling him.
Right? It literally feels like somebody else's arm, which it is.
Frankly, if I knew it was going to feel like this, I probably would have rejected the hand. But whatever, I have it now.
So, What's all of your passive perceptions?
Oh, good.
16.
12.
13.
14.
Cool. All of you see this, but none of the giants do, because he rolled slightly higher than they did. You see a very small, basically like potato sack upturned with little tiny feet on the bottom, scurrying away from one of the ships.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
God
thank
damn it.
God.
God damn it, I thought you were dead.
Nah got a 6 on his stealth, and the giants rolled a 5.
Oh, it's
Doctor is,
not.
like-
Oh, it's not. Okay, thank God.
Yo, who'd you think it was?
Doctor, like, sighs in immense relief.
No, back up. Who'd you think it was?
Stinky Ham Boy.
What?
The
Dragon
Celestial.
Bait, who is dead.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
Dragon Bait was like 14 feet tall.
Oh,
No, this is like, it's literally a potato sack with feet.
okay.
It can only be Nah. Like,
Yeah, okay. Whoops. In that case, thank fucking God. Run for your life, child.
the tiny potato sack is creeping closer.
God, that says a lot about how much I hate Dragon Bait, doesn't it?
I mean, I also
Yikes.
hate Dragon Bait, to be fair.
The
That's
doctor,
why we
like,
just fucking
tries-
killed him off screen.
Yup.
The doctor is trying not to pay attention to Nob, but she's also like maybe throwing the occasional like side glance.
Yeah. So I think like in full view of all four of you, but trying to creep up on you, comes Nah, hiding in an upturned potato sack, and he just like pops up beside Brick. You all saw him coming. He like pops up beside Brick and like throws the sack off and immediately starts trying to like get your chains off.
Get out of here, Nah.
Not no. Get back to the jungle.
Use what you can from Crownswell. See if Henrietta will help you. Get back to Kissabal.
I am uncertain of the way. And besides, I cannot defend myself.
Do not
Well,
let them
our
see you
position,
now.
In our position, we can't really defend you either.
You have a better chance than I do.
I think Congo like raises his new hand. No, we don't.
So Nah like gestures at the potato sack, and in Shulton, but in a different, like, you understand him, Congo, but he speaks Shulton in a different dialect than you do. He says like come out here, I need you, and Crownswell like flies out of the sack, and Nah like plops down in the middle of the four of you and starts like feverishly looking through the book.
The doctor is, to the best of her ability, going to like try and cover Nah, like if she can.
I mean, okay.
Like shift in front of Giant's vision, and like just as if she's shifting where she's sitting.
Right.
I tried to get supplies for you, but I cannot reach the doorknobs.
It's fine now.
I
We
don't think any of
appreciate
us can.
No.
And he turns to a page, and he kind of frowns at it, and he says,
Crownswell, is now really the time?
and you all see the script on the page change, and Nah says,
Thank you!
and he like runs his hand over it, and then he grabs Dr. Lorelei's manacles, and they just open.
The
He ca-
doctor's like
he
going
casts
to
knock.
keep her hand.
Oh
Huh?
God, I was worried he was gonna cast Knock. God damn it.
What?
Knock is loud.
Yes, it is. What other choice does he have? Like, it is loud, but consider, you're sitting by a bonfire, there's giants walking everywhere, and you're in this surf.
So it's possibly going to be drowned out.
Now I rolled a 6, the giant's got a 5. Like, it works.
The doctor is still going to keep her hands as if they're chained, but they aren't anymore.
Alright. That is one. I did not know that magic was tiring.
It can be very tiring.
He's
no?
like sweating.
For one your age to commit a magic of that degree, I imagine it would be very tiring. I would be impressed if you could do even one more of us.
Well, I have to do 3.
And he like runs his hand down the page and he grabs Brick's manacles and they open.
Okay.
Oh, I am so worried now it's gonna fall unconscious or something.
I
here
mean,
shortly.
he might. He's like a couple shades paler after that.
You know, the doctor is going to like start doing her best with. She doesn't have any of her tools, but she's going to like try and figure something out with the locks.
Actually, since we had a long rest, could I have changed my armor model?
Could you do that in a way that the giants wouldn't notice?
That's a good point. No, I think I'd have to fiddle with it to change it, so no.
Yep. So now, like, runs his hand down the page, and he goes to grab Cyrda's manacles, and he, like, misses and almost falls. And, like, pats his head a few times.
Take a moment.
If he's doing like saves, in theory, then he's close enough that for me to at least help him some with that.
Yeah, you can like catch him if that's what you mean.
Well,
He's not doing mechanical saves.
Well,
he's
I
just...
was thinking con save in that context. But, yeah.
Sort of. Not as a non-combatant, so his saves work a little bit differently, which basically means however the fuck I want.
Fair enough, then.
And in this specific instance, he's casting off. Wait, he's not casting off HP in the sense of like a heal will help him, but he's like, he doesn't have spell slots because he doesn't have a class. But because he's got Crownswell and he's attuned to it and he's learning magic, I'm showing the tax on his body.
Okay, fair enough then.
Breathe for a moment now.
Yeah, the doctor's like trying to talk him through, like calming down, like taking strain off himself.
And like shakes his head. He's like,
We need to get moving.
and like runs his hand down the page, and Crownswell like moves away from it and then slams closed. And in the Cholton dialect, he starts arguing with it. He just like starts like tantrum at the book.
No.
Thank you, Crownswell. No, you're going to hurt yourself if you keep doing that.
And he pauses and like holds his forehead like he got a headache. And in common, and it's like you see him like struggle to switch back to common. He says something in Cholton, and he like shakes his head really quick to clear it, and he says,
And if I do not, we all die.
How?
A few moments and breathe. We are not leaving without Shogo either way.
not like looks around and like for the first time seems to realize that Chago isn't here.
So I have a stupid question to the DM. If I Misty Step, do I Misty Step with my chains?
Not unless they're magic.
That I was trying to think of a delicate way to say that. The short answer is maybe. The long answer is if they're not magic, no.
Just like Vam, Irithyr woomphed out of the rope.
Yep.
Sergeant, like trying to be relatively quiet, all but Sergeant, can you tell if these chains are magical in nature, or are they merely iron?
Without tools, I can't.
Magic chains, huh?
Like, yes, I could actually cast Detect Magic because my armor counts as a spellcasting focus for me.
Nope, I rolled for the wrong thing.
Magic isn't subtle, is the thing.
Yeah, it's not. Nah
Well,
is just
item-
nah.
Right. We're in an encampment of frost giants, some of which are probably doing work on their boats.
On top of
there's-
that, like, Brick doesn't have his gun, is the thing. So, this is a nasty situation.
I'm personally on the camp of sit still, hope they don't kill us, and hopefully we don't piss them off too badly and we get at least some of our things back.
So, you say this is a bad situation. The unfortunate fact of the matter is it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, because they just took Shago into the fucking boat.
Yeah, about that.
Oh god.
You guys hear a scream?
Is it clear to tell that was Shago?
It definitely wasn't a giant.
The doctor is... Oh no. I'm
And-
determining if the doctor gets up and runs towards that, because doctor...
Well, hang on. I'm assuming you all look.
Yes.
Like, you all went into the same ship, so you guys know where Shago went. On the mast of that ship, Shago is being, like, hoisted with 4 ropes, one around, like, each wrist, one around each ankle, hoisted up off the deck. And, basically, there's a giant, like, spear of ice, like, through his midsection.
Oh, no.
And if they cut the rope, he'll slide down it. Like the spear is going up with him. And Droofy just, like, walks out onto the deck with her arms folded, and she looks down at all of you. And she says, "Simba for the guide. You have 3 days."
Like, find Simba for Shago, or...
That's all she says.
Please, mother, send me a thunder lizard, send me a horde of the undead. I don't care what, wipe them from our shores.
Roll a D100.
This would be probably the weirdest instance for it to trigger.
It would. What's your paladin
that's-
level?
3. I have officiated my oath and am gaining strength from it. Well, officiated it without recognition.
Do you have you have inspiration? Do you want to use it here, or you want to save
A little.
It's
A
up to you.
little bit.
It's up to you. If it were
gonna
me,
try.
I would use it because this is a hell of a dramatis.
I'm gonna try.
I mean, at this moment, Sirda, I think, would.
Damn it! Come on! What the fuck?
No, that's actually good for you.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to get less than 30.
Oh, who knew? like, yay, but oh no, with what I asked for.
Yeah. So could you, like, that was good the way you did that, but could you please say it as Gamzee so that I know precisely what you said?
Yeah, Shago or Congo had said, "Send me a thunder lizard. Send me a horde of the undead."
Who did you invoke? You invoked someone. It sounded like you said, "Dear Mother something."
Dear Mother Jungle.
Dear Mother Jungle. And then
Like,
send me a
Speaking
thunder
to
lizard.
the island. Send me a thunder lizard. Send me a horde of the undead. Send me something to wipe them from our shores.
To wipe them from our shores.
I was about to say one thing I wanted. I
Dragon
mean,
turtle. Oh, I forgot about the dragon turtle. Oh,
Go
no.
ahead, Honky.
okay, I admit, Sirdeath would also be asking her queen if her oath of vengeance can now include these motherfuckers, basically, because
That would not change anything, however.
That's fair.
Fuck. Okay, so I have the enviable position of figuring out what is the best thing I can do in this situation. So, Congo, what I need from you while I'm thinking about this is, what does that look like? Like, don't even narrate this as Congo. Like, narrate this as Guy Gamzella's the Bard of Heroes. Like Congo, like, says this prayer, and it works. What is the visual?
The visual in my mind is the trees, like, because we're set on like a beach, right?
Yes.
The trees that line the difference between the beach and the actual jungle,
Mm-hmm.
the branches and leaves start blowing in our direction. The ground starts becoming more rooted,
Okay.
and like letters of Chultan languages like are appearing around him.
Around Congo.
Yes.
I like all of that. May I also add that starting in front of Congo's face and spreading outward, there's like an imperceptible like wave of energy that looks kind of like the surface of a bubble.
I do like that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna open this to the player. Or players, I should say. I'm either going to do, like, Aramag, because these are boats. I'm gonna do a couple of dragons. Or I'm just gonna do fucking ghouls. Like, just fucking ghouls. Like, for days. Like, shrieking out of the jungle like a fucking plague, because they are.
The ghouls implies we might have to fight that, so, we are all unarmed?
We don't. Well, okay. Congo's calling for these things to come to his aid, for the
Yes.
jungle to send it. If
You did not say, help me. You said,
That's true.
wipe these things from our shores.
That's true. Though that's
That is a word of
specifying,
destruction, sir.
That's true. That's also specifying the giants
Yes.
and their ships.
Yes, I agree with you completely, but nowhere in there were you like, and also please protect me. Like, you never said it. Like,
That's fair. That is
What did you do?
Honestly, if you ask me, like,
I'm leaning towards the ghouls. I'm leaning towards just Days Gone levels of ghouls.
I think the dragons would be the coolest, or Aramag, but the ghouls is kind of the most thematic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well.
Because what does the jungle have in the most excess that it can use as a weapon?
Fucking ghouls.
I'd personally say Aramag, but that's up to y'all.
The thing about it is Aramag, like, Aramag is basically a demigod.
Right.
If the Paladin of Ubtao over here is like, help me, the best Ubtao can do is be like, hey Aramag, I need a favor.
Right.
And Aramag could be like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
But, like, for better or worse, the ghouls are part of Chult.
Right.
Fair.
Like,
I think like World War Z numbers of fucking ghouls is
that's what I'm
probably
thinking.
best.
Okay, so so you get a little like pop up. The world goes black and white, and Gamzee the player gets a little pop up that says this action will have far-reaching consequences that are not completely understood. Do you want to proceed? Yes, green check mark, no red X.
We that check mark.
Okay, so everybody's like looking at horror at Shago. Droopy makes her declaration. Congo is like on his feet, like praying to the jungle. We see the wind blow in from the sea, turn around and blow back out to sea over the jungle. You all feel this like deep, like darkness come out on the wind. We see like a shadow fall over the beach. we see like the camera like hyper zoom in on like the four of you and Na, and you all like the giants probably don't know what they're listening for, but you guys absolutely begin to like feel the vibration in the ground, smell it on the wind, and hear the howling of just the mouth of hell about to come out of this jungle. And if you will permit me, Congo, the only fucking thing you can say is run.
Lovely.
Yeah, the doctor's up on her feet, grabbing, pulling people to their feet, and running.
I think Cyrodiil is going to be doing... Well, okay, first of all, how far... Do we know where our stuff is?
No.
Shit.
Priority is Shago.
Well, that's... How close is Shago to us?
Shago is like further, like you're in a camp. Shago is further down the beach where the boats are, and then up on the deck of the giant longship, and then hoisted up above that. So
yeah, Misty stepping. Well, at least not with the first
150 feet, 200, somewhere in there.
Ew.
Yeah, when the chaos starts, Brick is casting Expeditious Retreat on himself.
Okay. Congo and Cyrodiil are still tied together. Keep that in mind.
Can I just try to break my chains off?
Yes!
I could cast Enhance Ability to help.
I can give you guidance.
Yep,
also.
I mean, he doesn't need it. You shatter the chain, which is good because right when one of the giants says, like, points at you and shouts, like, the giant equivalent of "Hey," you all look into the jungle and you just see. You guys ever seen the way ants move?
Yeah.
Are you thinking like the Indiana Jones 4th movie?
I haven't seen that, and I don't intend to.
Fair enough, but there's a scene to where it's just like so many ants, they're literally like a carpet on the ground moving around and
Yes.
even like moving things.
Yes. Imagine that, but every ant is like 6 feet long.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, coming up the beach and storming out of the jungle is just more ghouls than you have ever fucking seen.
I realized something.
What?
If we can get to the boat, the doctor can melt the ice. Or at least she thinks she could.
Okay, but here's a stupid question. If we get on the boat, like, are we going to be safe from the ghouls? Because they're probably going to catch up to us pretty damn fast.
My idea is steal a boat.
I mean, that's
No,
fair.
the boat with the Jarl on it.
Do you have any idea how big these boats are? I don't think you guys physically could. With all due respect, I love that idea. I love that so much I'm giving you inspiration. But I think that's a bit beyond you.
The mental image of the entire party just stacked one on top of the other while Brick fucking this boat.
I'm wondering where the realization that Congo called these is going to appear.
Oh, Congo is very aware.
Oh.
Like Congo, you saw the spark come out of your mouth.
Oh, okay. If Congo's aware of it as, like, it's great and all that these things are, that everyone's planning to run for the hills.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as these things like overtake this bonfire spot, Congo's gonna disappear in the horde running with them.
They will smell you out and rip you apart.
Bold of you to assume you're not going to be Mufasa in front of the wildebeest.
Fair, actually. If they're a carpet...
Is there a carpet of what?
I said if they're a carpet, that's fair.
Oh,
like if they are effectively
like,
acting like
yeah, like this isn't a like hide in the swarm of ghouls. This is, I'm in the bottom of this canyon. I hear rumbling. I'm a tiny lion. I look up. I see, will to fuck you. That's where you are right now.
You see death coming full force at you.
Okay. That case, snap the chains.
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab Gnaw.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna start fucking running perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Which direction? So, you are not at the boats. The camp is, like, up and... Like, if the ocean is behind you and you're facing the jungle, the boats are all lined up, and then up and to the left is the little camp area.
Right.
So are you going to run... Or, like, when you say perpendicular, I'm assuming you mean along the beach.
Yeah.
Are you running towards the boats or away from the boats?
Probably towards.
Towards the boats. Okay.
Well.
Let me offer, like, fair is fair, let me offer you guys a visual metaphor.
Yeah. That would actually be nice.
I need to delete most of this stuff, so bear with me for just a second.
I'm gonna use the bathroom while you do that real fast.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I didn't expect this to be the time that the jungle responds.
I didn't either, but it's a hell of a thing. Okay, so, like, for the sake of it, I'm gonna put the beach on the top. Just to make this easier for myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, imagine everything below the purple line is jungle, right? And then you have a big tract of beach. I'm actually not going to do this to scale because I need a bigger scale than this map will allow to show you what I mean. So I'm just going to move everybody over to the corner real quick.
Yeah.
So imagine, Congo, the purple line is the jungle, right?
Okay.
Now imagine the blue line, which I'm making, is the ocean.
Okay.
So you got a veritable tract of beach here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got longship, 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 and then you have, like, camp area, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are here.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. The ghouls that you called are doing this number. So they're swarming down onto the beach on the other side of the longboats, and then they're moving up the beach and down from the jungle at the same time. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you run toward the boats, you're gonna get hoarded.
Okay.
Which that might be what you want to do. I just want to make sure that you don't do this the way that you don't want to do it.
Okay. No, we getting the fuck out of here, Chief.
So you're
Just
running
gonna
away
leave
from.
Shadow.
I mean, yes, that is what he's saying. He's leaving Shago.
I mean, for a moment, let these things do their work.
I mean, let's be honest. If they do their work effectively in any way, shape, or form, Shago's dead. Either due to that, or either due to the Frost Giants just getting themselves out of there and leaving Shago behind because they don't give a shit about him, or they somehow survive. And quite frankly, if we're not there, they're probably going to be like, "All right, they're not coming back. Kill them."
But how do we get up to him?
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, if we leave, we should be expecting Shaku to die. Or if he doesn't, he's probably going to be fucking pissed.
I mean, frankly, Shago was terrified of ghouls, so I don't think pissed is what you need to be concerned about.
I'm thinking more if he manages to survive this, something dramatic is going to have changed, regardless.
So I'm gonna turn on something a little bit harder for this situation.
Right.
Damn it, I don't have the spear anymore. Fuck.
So, what do you guys want to do?
If I had the spear, I could probably hop in the water, clear most of the ground between us and Shago, and try to get him down using my other bullshit.
I just had a dumb idea.
What is it?
Gnaw has Crownswell, right?
At the moment, he's arguing with it, but yeah.
Gnaw.
And he looks over at you, having not noticed what you did, sees the ghouls coming, and just slack-jawed, eyes glaze over, starts tearing up.
Gnaw, can you do one more?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, oop, fuck. Where'd my sheet go?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Oh, there it is. It was hiding in the title.
It was hiding in the title.
Come on, Kong.
Oof. I think, like, I don't think he hears you. I think he's just, like, deer in the headlights, and he just mumbles, like, ghouls.
We can survive. I need to know if you can do one more. No. It's like looking between Gnaw and Shago.
Yeah, well, the ghouls are coming. What's everybody else doing?
Brick, God, leaving without any of our supplies is a death sentence. Like, the giants may not kill us, but the jungle will.
I mean, the jungle's about to, homie.
Yeah.
Jungle's about to kill us anyways!
Somebody called down World War Z.
Wait, I have a weird-ass question.
Okay.
So these are like, you said longboats.
Yeah.
But are they like the sailed kinds?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the fucking
they're
mega
literally
boys
like
that
the Valheim boat, dude. Except huge.
Okay. This is a weird way of wording this. What size is like the wood that was used to make them?
Imagine if a redwood got turned into boards.
Jesus.
Cool, so the grain is deep.
Yeah.
I might be able to climb that.
Well, in my case, I'm going to be turning towards the sergeant and going, "Help me break these now!"
I mean, you're the only one chained up. You could run just with it. It's just your hands.
Oh, that's fair. I'm just thinking more. Well, I guess the chains really wouldn't slow me down that much, especially since I'm pretty much missing everything.
So I say again, what's everybody else doing while Congo is trying to get a hold of Na?
The doctor is going to try and help. Trying to combination of help calm Na down and being like, Congo, what the fuck are you thinking? We need to get out of here.
Stupid question.
Try to find our supplies. Are they in view?
No.
No. Okay.
The all of your stuff was piled on the canoe, and the canoe was taken aboard. You know which boat it was taken aboard, but you don't know if it's still there. I mean,
How much chain do I happen to have, like, still connected, by the way?
since you're the only one bound to it, and it was for all 5 of you, I'd say
Congo did break himself off.
yes. So that would shorten it. Two feet on each arm.
Ugh, not that helpful.
I mean, really, it's also not that bad.
Well, true, but I was thinking if it was a decent enough distance, it might be something we could use to help, like, climb up on the boat, help someone else climb up the boat as well or something.
Is Shago on the same boat that they took our supplies into, or no?
No. Shago was on Droofy's boat.
Oh, God.
So while you guys are thinking, one of the giants was like on sentry duty, watching the jungle. The ghouls get to him, and it's like piranhas.
Is it like one of those sped up footages of like ants eating an apple?
Yes. It
Oh,
is.
God.
You said World War Z. That's a really good example. They just like he pulls his axe out and starts cleaving through them, and the next thing you know, he's just covered in like it's like the dude who gets eaten by the tiny dinosaurs. It's just he's covered in them and pulled to the ground, and then there's just this mound of ghouls and viscera where the giant was like 10 seconds prior.
Damn you, Commando!
To be clear, the only person who knows that was Congo is Congo.
Well, I know, that's out of character.
Yeah.
I say we run towards the boat. We at least stand a better chance there than we do on the ground.
So, wait, just to get a rough idea, how high up is the boat wall from the ground in that sense? Like, how tall is the side of it?
See, I don't want to say something that makes me sound like a fucking moron, but like you're asking the hull of the boat. How tall is it?
Well, just like how if we climbed up the side or something, or are there actual like bridges to let us run up the side?
No. You can't run up the side of a wall.
Well, no. You know, like how a boat has like a drawbridge or I can't think of like a.
Are you saying gangplank?
Yeah, that's it.
Gangplanks are for docks. These are not docked. They're pulled up into the sand.
Okay, well that's what I was asking. That's why I'm asking. Okay, then how high up would we have to climb to get onto the boat?
Less than pierce a ball.
Valid. So bear with me. We know that Viking-style longboats had places to put your shields, and then you could hide behind your shield by ducking down to avoid arrows. We know this is a thing, right?
Right.
So, if the average Nord Viking is like, let's conservatively say 5 feet tall, they would need at least 3 feet of space to be able to do that.
Yeah.
If we scale that up, I would say the size of these boats are like 20 feet.
Okay. I can climb that.
Well, I can Mystic Step up that as well.
Droopy's boat has multiple decks, though. So it's more like 60 feet.
Problem is that these assholes are literally like World War Z, and we take the shitty movie adaptation and thing all, they'll just pile up on one another to get up the boat.
Oh,
And a cat will appear in the background. I'm making a lot of weird, deep references lately, aren't I?
Well, I mean, you called down a shitload of ghouls, so, like... But, so none of you have declared any actions yet. I need to know what you're doing.
I know, I'm just trying to think. It's like, shit, what do we do here? Because I'm worried even if we run, we won't be able to outrun them.
Our best chance to survive is to just book it, leave Shago and our supplies behind.
And hope we don't fucking bite it.
You're not gonna get Congo to leave Shago behind. That's why he reached out to the jungle.
And I mean, again, like, two things. A, like you said, if our supplies, we're dead anyway. And B, again, how can we guarantee we can outrun these fucks?
Also, there's not a fucking chance in all 9 of the hells that we can survive if we get caught in that. Like, if it makes you feel better, Vader, you got a little bogged down that you were technically the reason that Z died. Like, at this rate, I'm going to be the reason that we do die.
I mean, the doctor can work with this either way. Either running towards getting Shago down because we're screwed without our guide, or she can slap Congo and be like, focus. If we die, there's no one to help Shago.
I thought you were about to say the doctor could just survive this by yeeting herself in the ocean.
That is a thing that she could do, actually.
Good, but then that would be leaving the rest of the party to die, and that would be A, against the doctor's morals, B, medical negligence.
I mean, there's medical negligence, and then there's World War Z.
I mean, I feel like at a certain point, the Brotherhood would understand, okay, you're facing like 2.5 million ghouls. Okay, yeah, we can understand you running from that.
It's also against the doctor's morals. She's been with these people for as long as she has been.
but dying helplessly is kind of silly.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I don't think the Brotherhood at least would get mad at you, because they would understand that situation.
If I may, it's more in character to grab Na and bolt for the ocean, frankly.
That's true.
I was about to say, like...
The doctor could help people swim.
Doctor.
Looks at him.
Take Na.
What about the rest of you?
I don't know about them. I'm giving my brother.
What about the rest of you? The sentry gets taken out.
The doctor will pick up Na and, like... Actually, Cyrdath will sink if she goes into the ocean with her armor on, correct?
Yeah.
The doctor is going to make a move to try and take Cyrdath's armor off. I'll help you swim. Just we're going towards the water. All of us who can take off armor...
It takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to doff plate armor, it takes longer than you got. You have about 3 seconds.
Then fine. The doctor...
get like a round, and then that's it.
The doctor is going to... Oh god, I don't think she can do that then. I was going to say the doctor burns every last one of her bardic inspirations for the 3 remaining on shore and then books it for the water.
Doesn't work. You could do 1.
You just heard Congo say he's going for his brother.
Here's the thing, though. The doctor is about to basically commit, in her own mind, utmost treason by leaving everyone here to die.
I mean, what choice do you have?
Fair.
Like,
you just got given Na and told to run.
Yeah.
Then when Congo hands over Na, the doctor is going to cast Bardic Inspiration and start sprinting towards the water.
Alright. So, Brick, you cast Expeditious Retreat.
Uh-huh.
I need actions from the 3 of you.
Okay. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is doing a prayer considered my full action as in I can't even try to run?
It depends on what it is. I am not going to answer a blanket statement like that.
Well, no. That's fair. I'm just trying to think. What would be Cyrdath's response to the giant undead horde? Because it's like, I must murder, but at the same time, like you said, yeah, I know I would die if I tried to do that.
Hey, Mom, can you send backup?
I mean, Cyrdath, it is one thing to hold the line in a choke point against a horde like this. That I can see the paladin doing like an absolute boss. But you're on an open beach.
Yeah,
This is not, forgive the turn of phrase, this is not the hill you want to die on.
Yeah, no. So I'm kind of trying to think if I could do a prayer to basically, like you said, I guess a prayer to help save my comrade Shago.
I mean, look, talking is a free action. If you're not doing a spell that is an action, you can do whatever you want, but I still need you to declare an action.
Okay.
I am aware that I improv something absolutely major, and Gamzella's did something with far-reaching consequences, but you guys have hemmed and hawed about this for a half hour. Come on.
No, that's fair. Well, basically, I want to start running towards the boat.
You're going towards the boat. That's what I wanted to know.
And as I was about to ask, I would be doing a prayer to the Queen to ask for aid to save my comrade. That's what I was trying to get at.
Okay. You went about that a really roundabout way.
Sorry,
Is it really the purview of the Raven Queen?
I guess that's fair.
Like if you want divine intervention, like that's fine. You can just roll for it. I do that with all religious types that have, you know, a connection to a specific deity. However, if you're like, you know, my queen, give me the strength to fight off this horde, that's one thing. If you're like, my queen, help me give this lich their final rest. Like, if you were fighting Ross and Sea, like, on a castle top during a storm, and it was like just you and him, and you called on the Raven Queen, I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, roll divine intervention, let's fuck this guy up. But saving a mortal from imminent peril that is not undead in origin, and before you say the ghouls are right there, the ghouls did not put Shago in this situation.
That's fair.
Right. If Shago dies here, it's because the giants that were holding the rope, unless they tied it down.
They tied
the rope.
They tied it down. But
then it would be the horde somehow breaking the ropes.
Yes, but what it is correct to say that the Raven Queen's dominion is death. If this is Shago's time, your paladin ass can't do anything about that, divinely speaking.
Fair enough.
Or, more accurately, the queen is not going to intercede. If it is Shago's time, it is Shago's time. If you, acting as an agent with free will, save Shago, cool, it's not Shago's time. But simply by virtue of you are an avenger of the Raven Queen, I don't see any reason for her to help you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Let me rephrase that. More than she already has. You're a fucking paladin. You have spells and shit. Like.
Yeah. Well, I guess at this point I'm still just going to be continuing down then.
So you're running to the boats. Okay, Brick.
Bricks. God, do I want to go for Shago or try to find our supplies? Is the question.
And there's two of us going for Shago, and you know which boat it was. I don't know if we all know.
Yeah, you all know because you saw Knock come out of it because he rolled a 6 on his stealth. Like,
right.
All of you saw Knock come out of the boat.
Right.
Well, that boat actually likely... Wait, if we saw Knock come out of the boat, isn't that an extremely strong chance then that's where our supplies are? Because that's where he was hiding.
That is literally what we're talking about, Honky.
I'm mishearing today.
No worries.
I don't know what's wrong.
No worries.
Yeah. God. Brick cannot get all of our supplies out on his own. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Brick cannot carry all of our things on his own.
But you could get your gun, the Forge Rights Assistant, and the Spear of the Tidecaller.
Which is like our most important stuff at this moment. We can just do like you did with your pistol before and come back for the rest later and hope it's here.
True.
I remind you of your exact words, Congo Tazli. Wipe them off our shores.
I said if the stuff is still here. These wipe them off this shore can be interpreted as remove the boats or remove their fucking lives.
Yes. It could also be interpreted as remove anything foreign from this beach.
Perfect. Everything in my supplies is native.
What I mean is...
I know, I'm just being a shit.
These ghouls are not acting intelligently. You summon them, well, the power of the jungle summoned them, I will grant you. But at the end of the day, this is just a Grey Goo scenario. Like, these ghouls are not leashed, they are just ghouls. The power of the jungle brought them here, but that's as far as that extended.
Okay,
They are ill, smell like rotten dill, and ready to fucking kill.
Yes.
I think Brick's priority then is to grab the most useful things.
So you're going for the gear?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Dread Assistant, your guns, and the spear.
So, this is going to be separated into 3 scenes. One is going to be Dr. Lorelei and Na, one is going to be Cyrodiil and Congo, and one of them is going to be Brick. Yes, you're all arguably within shouting distance of each other, but you're separating, and you're about to be separated by an active battlefield. So who do we want to stay with? I'm leaning towards Dr. Lorelei.
Yeah, I say we do her first.
So, Dr. Lorelei, you grab Na, hastily, give a boon to Congo, and you just take off running down the beach. The surf, hits your legs. You're undeterred because of your Water Ganassi heritage. You dive into the water. You tell Na to take a breath. Dive into the water. We see you come up past the breakers, and you look back, and there's just... it's a Zerg rush. There's just angry bodies as far as you can see. The giants are scattering. Some are running for the boat. Some of them are trying to fight. You see Droofy cast this gigantic snowball-looking spell. She throws it into the center of the ghoul mass, and it doesn't do fucking anything to slow them down. They're climbing the boats, and we see you just holding a coughing Na in the ocean, just bobbing, treading water.
Yeah, the doctor's keeping Na's head facing away from all that.
Yeah.
She has her hand to the back of his neck, trying to keep his head above water, keeping her head above water if she can.
And I think Na is just clinging to you and sobbing. It's just all illusion of the genius prince, the tinkerer, the code breaker is gone. He's just an overwhelmed child who is just terrified. He's just clinging to you, just ugly crying into the ocean.
The doctor is gonna do what she can. She's gonna hold him, and she's going to start thinking. Does the doctor know of any deity, or even if she doesn't? The doctor is just thinking, please, someone out there let my friend survive. And if they don't, and if I die with them, let my anger forever taint this jungle for taking these people from me and for hurting.
Fuck. Okay.
He's not thinking everyone else is dead now.
I'm going to ignore the entreaty to protect my friends for a second. Because fair is fair, but bear with me for a second. If they don't let my anger diffuse this jungle forever for taking these people from me, are you laying a curse on Schultz?
I think the doctor might.
Oh, fuck!
Doctor.
No! Oh,
first time a doctor has become truly terrifying.
Oh.
Fuck this jungle, those were my friends.
Jokes aside, ambient level of the PCs aside, Schultz takes to curses like a fish to water, if you will allow me a pun. Fucking A. I cannot believe I had to do this in one episode, but I think, the world goes black and white and you get a little pop-up that says, this action will have far-reaching consequences, some of which are still being determined. Do you wish to proceed? Yes with a green check mark, no with a red X.
Fuck. That's a really good question now, because the doctor is mad, but she doesn't want to continue to hurt people.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know that it will take. This is me asking Sibs.
If the doctor is angry,
The doctor isn't angry as much as she's scared. If the doctor gets left alone in this, there is no way she can get Nan herself back to Kirsa Ball. She'll be angry at herself and at this bullshit, yes, but she'll be scared and sad and basically screwed.
Are you cursing the jungle?
every curse has a way to break it, so, I mean...
I think that
And I mean, if we live, in theory, the curse may not even happen.
I think no, the doctor starts panicking like that, and then she silently breaks down.
Again, Dr. Lorelei does not know that she's doing that. I'm asking Sibs, do you want to do that? Because I think it's badass as hell.
That would be fucking awesome, honestly.
I think it would be cool, but at the same time, it runs the risk of making Cholt even more dangerous.
If we die.
Fair.
And I mean, I think that's kind of the point.
To hell with it. It's a.
And please.
To hell with this. The answer is yes.
So what?
Fuck this jungle.
So what none of you see is from every waterway connecting to the ocean. So all of the rivers, all of the tributaries, all of the like creeks, and all of the little waterways in all of the jungle get diffused with this red light that spreads over the jungle as another curse falls the darkened continent.
Good job, we did it.
Meanwhile, Dr. Lorelei, what are you doing? Are you just watching the carnage?
The doctor is watching the carnage, trying to keep Na, facing away from this.
Right.
And she is hoping beyond hope, beyond her curse, that they survive. She's not crying anymore. The doctor can't afford to cry right now.
One of the ships explodes.
The doctor... Is there anything that Na could hold on to and float on out here, or is the doctor that?
There will be in a few seconds.
But at the same time, the doctor really doesn't want to leave Na. So I think once wreckage gets out there, the doctor is going to pull them both onto something, and she's just going to keep Na facing away.
Just swim?
Yeah.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Okay. So, Sergeant.
I've been thinking.
You're running for the boat that Na came out of with Expeditious Retreat.
Uh-huh. As fast as his legs will carry him.
There's ghouls to the left of you, there's giants to the right of you, and the open beach is rapidly narrowing.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Brake's not over religious, and he's probably pissed off a god too.
Yeah.
But I think he gives a prayer to Helm.
Okay.
Prayer to the chicken.
I mean, that's an option. That's an option.
That's true.
Henrietta, you thrice damned Feywild ambassador, get your ass out here.
You helped me once. See that? Help me secure your fucking deal.
It's
is this what we're doing? We're all calling on the divine?
I think so.
We might need to be calling on the divine, yes.
Ooh.
I mean, fuck it, man. The gods left the jungle. Let's bring our own.
I mean, I'm just saying that ain't gonna end well. That's not going to end well. But if that's the way you guys want to go.
Oh, I don't think anything. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's something along the lines of, Helm, I know I rejected your gift, but grant me the vigilance and strength I need to protect my companions.
Roll a D100.
Will do.
As you're running for the boat, I assume.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't think he's gonna answer you with that.
That's fair.
But I do think you get to the boat. You get to the boat, and you just, like, grab... Like, there's not a door. It's like a hole in the side of the boat, right? They would, like, move a piece of, like, fitted wood over it and, like, latch it into place.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you do that. I think you just, like, block the opening with whatever you have.
Yeah.
And you don't have a lot of time. You're in the darkened hold of this longboat. You hear the ghouls hit the ship and swarm over it. It's dark in here. I know you have dark vision. What do you want to do?
Look for our supplies. Look. Just...
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah?
You're not muted, Gams. There we go. Yeah, he's muted now. Oof. Okay. You can't really see much of anything in here right now. You hear your heartbeat in your ears, and it's... You immediately wonder how the fuck Na got out of here. There's just a whole bunch of stuff piled everywhere, and it's not really, like, helpful to get around.
If I cast Arcane Weapon Fire on my Thunder Gauntlets, will that cast light?
I don't see why not.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna light up the gauntlets.
Gauntlet lights up with fire. You hold it looking around. There's just miscellaneous loot in here.
Mm-hmm. The rifle, the Fordright's assistant, and the Spear of the Tide Caller are his priorities.
Okay. As you're looking around, you see a furtive shadow dart away from your gauntlet.
What in the world? He's gonna follow it. He's gonna try to track it.
Okay. You track it to... well, like, so you turn around, you like, dart towards the shadow. You hear something run behind you.
Okay.
Like, it could be ghouls.
It could also be just rats.
Too big for a rat. Definitely too big for a rat.
Huh.
But too small for a giant.
He's gonna look behind him.
Okay. You look behind you. You see, like, the trailing edge of a back foot, like, disappearing around a crate, and something's, like, running away. Looked human. Small.
Who's there? Come back here.
You hear, like, more, like the entire boat is, like, encompassed in shrieking at this point. You hear, like, amid the shrieking, you hear, like, a whimper from, like, closer to you.
Look around again.
You, like, whip around the gauntlet, and you see this, like... You know how until Mowgli talks, you can't really tell his gender?
I guess.
He's got the... Like, Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
He's got the long, dark hair. He's got the kind of, like, neutral face, right? You see a kid, slightly older than Na, dressed kind of like that, wearing, like, a gray tunic, like, frozen in the light of your gauntlet. And behind them, you see, like, a dozen kids.
Oh, boy.
What do you do?
he sees them and like there's a look of shock on his face. He wasn't expecting to find people in here.
Right.
Just stuff. So I think he drops like any aggressive posture he had and just goes, "Relax, I'm not going to hurt you."
The one in the front says something in Cholton.
Brick understands that now.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
He says,
You're too small to be a giant.
Like, he hears the Cholton and, like, what he's picked up some Cholton is the thing.
right.
Like, probably just says in Cholton, "I'm not a giant, I won't hurt you."
Sorry, doing a thing real quick. So the kid like nods, and he says,
What's all that noise? Is it a storm?
A horde.
"Of what?"
Undead.
About this point, you hear like scrabbling on the ceiling above you. Not like look up and see it, but like on the other side, you hear scrabbling, and all the kids like look up and like flinch away. And the one you're talking to just goes, "Oh."
At this point, I think Brick realizes he's not getting away. His only chance for survival is to stay put. Try to make it so they can't get to him.
Okay.
Who are you?
Call me Brick.
Like the stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the kid who's talking introduces himself as Tog. Taag.
Uh-huh. At this point, I think Brick's just got to put on a brave face.
Okay.
He just smiles to them and says, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. I'll keep you safe."
You say everything's gonna be alright, and like a board pops overhead, and you see like a ghoul's foot break through, and there's a lot of like slavering and clawing. It's like 20 feet above your head, but still.
Too high to cast Mending on.
The kids like scream. What do?
Oh boy. Alright. Again, I think he's just gonna... Let's see. Can you help me find my hammer? It was taken by the giants.
They like look at each other. Tug says something very quickly in Cholton, and one of the kids runs off. And he nods to you and he says, "Leave it to us." And like, he's scared. They're all scared, but Tug is like, "Can you make an insight check for me, please?"
Sure. One sec. My sheet's being slow.
Yeah. Tog is like putting on a brave face for the others, even though he's like 8.
Uh-huh. Is there any way for me to climb up and get to that broken board?
Yeah, you could probably climb one of the support columns.
Yeah, he's gonna climb up and cast Mending on that.
There's currently a ghoul trying to claw through it.
He'll punch it.
You could have punched it, alright? Fucking punch it! Do it! Let's go!
Lay a curse on the jungle, punch a ghoul. Yeah, it's one of those nights.
Do it!
1 sec. I've got my arcane weapon on, so I gotta add that real quick.
Yep, yep, true. You could set that as a global modifier.
True. Sorry,
You're fine.
she's building slow.
Hawkeye, due to Gamzee's circumstances, we're gonna do your scene next week.
That's fair.
Gives me more time to do stupid stuff with Brick.
Fair enough again.
Could you punch that ghoul in the face? Hell yeah, I should probably bring up ghoul stats.
Okay.
Cool. Here we go. Thunder gauntlets. Oh man, that punch though. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, totally. I'm trying to think of like. There's an effect from a game, and I'm trying to remember what the game is that I'm thinking of. It might be. It's not Final Fantasy 15. Okay, this is gonna sound a little bit weird. Vader, you know that blue and green sphere of energy that comes up when you switch minions in Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
I imagine like you punch the ghoul and something like that happens.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, you just blow it back out of the hole. And then like
Yeah.
you hear it like scrabbling on the deck, and you quickly cast Mending on the hole and like patch it up.
Huh.
What do you do?
Again, he's just gonna, after he patches it up, he's gonna climb back down, just turn to the kids, say, see, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, one of the kids that's not tagged, one of the other ones, like, is holding your hammer, like, out when you come down.
Are there other things with it?
No, you only ask for the hammer.
I know, but I'm asking them.
Oh. They like look at each other. Tug says something in Cholton, ostensibly relaying what you said. They look at each other and like nod.
Brick's speaking in basic Jolton.
Right, but Tug is speaking faster.
Yeah.
So they nod. About this point, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Brick.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just, like, you keep your feet, but the kids don't, as there's just this, like, you know it anywhere, the sound of an explosion from off to your right, and the ship, like, rocks really hard.
It's gonna be alright. He's just kind of looking around in the darkness, like...
Huddled there with the kiddos?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20 and call high or low for me, please.
I will call... high.
Alright. Okay. So we see, like, Brick, like, holding his hammer, probably with arcane weapon on it. That's up to you. Like, looking at these kids, and suddenly you hear above the shrieking, you hear like like it sounds like Shago. It's not Shago. It's a different voice, but it sounds like the way Shago fights. Like like the like one-liners and the like, come on, is that the best you can do? And like the sound of like somebody like almost directly above your head, like on the deck fighting.
He's alive. Good.
It's definitely not Shago though.
No?
No. Like it's a different voice. It's just like the same type of thing.
Okay. Brick's concern is keeping himself and these kids safe right now.
Okay. So I think Tog comes like into view from elsewhere in the hold. And to you in very, very like panicked common, he says like the stairs don't have a door.
Okay. Don't think we want to be up there right now anyways.
You misunderstand.
What?
You are correct. You don't want to be up there anyways. Stairs go in two directions.
Okay.
He's saying there's nothing blocking the passage from the deck.
Yeah. Alright. I thought... Okay, that's what I mean. Alright. He's gonna... Is there like a large plank or something?
There's a bunch of crates and stuff down here.
Yeah.
Kind of haphazardly piled around.
Alright, he's gonna try to get one moved into position to block the entrance.
The entrance is up a wooden staircase.
Yeah. Shit, I don't think I have any spells that can help here.
It's assumed the kids are following you around, by the way, so.
Is there any way for me to get something up the stairs to block the entrance?
I mean, yeah, just be aware that it's stairs on your side. There's not like a landing per se. You walk through a hole in the ceiling, and then you're up on the deck.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Okay, it's like moving a couch up a flight of stairs. He's just gonna try to get a box up there, or a crate.
Okay.
Something to block the entrance. Shit, the entrance is made for giants, though.
Yes, it is. But there were giant crates down here. The issue is going to be, how are you going to secure it to the stairs? Because the entrance is horizontal.
Okay, time for that artificer ingenuity.
Yeah, that was a great time for it.
I was thinking some sort of wedge to hold it in place.
Okay, go on. Expand on that.
Essentially, give it a flat surface to sit on that will prop it against the stairs?
How would you secure the wedge?
It's a good question. God, if I had if I had any sort of rope on me. There's probably rope in here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think he'll... I can't just make something like the doctor can, though, is the problem.
No, you can't.
So, I guess the idea is to look around for the right sort of supplies of the right shape to get a box wedged in there and secure the wedge with rope.
To what?
Strong. It's gonna say around the back of the stairs, but how am I gonna get rope around it?
I like your line of thinking. You're just there's one step there that's being missed.
Oh God.
Okay, I phrased that in a way that made it sound like I said there's an obvious solution that you're not seeing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're having good ideas, but you just have to nail down this one thing.
Uh-huh. I'm thinking I'm not sure. God, what would Sparky do in this situation?
You would ever loving beep out of everything.
I mean, fair.
Sorry, couldn't resist there.
No, you're right.
I mean, Sparky would be thinking, if I blow up the entrance of an all-month timber, might fall down to barricade the door. Not really thinking of it whether or not it fall on him or the kids in the process.
Yeah, right? Like, what would Sparky do in this situation? Sandy Cheeks, did somebody say boom.meme?
Okay. Yeah, my idea was to fasten it around the back of the stairs and tie it off. I don't know if rope can hold that much strength, much.
Rope can hold that much strength. It's a matter of mechanics. If you put a wedge on that side, you're effectively making a longer stair.
Uh-huh.
That's only going to support one side of the crate, which could be supported by the stairs anyway. It's the other side you need to worry about. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Can you see my box?
Yeah.
If the stairs come down like this, and there's a hole in the thingus, right? That you want to block with a crate. Zoop. Right? Bear with me, right?
Uh-huh.
If you put a wedge here, you're like that's a part of the box that's already being supported by the stairs. You need to do something about this boy because gravity exists. See what I'm saying?
I'm not.
If you don't support the right side of the crate, it's just going to fall and slide down the stairs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need to support, like, you don't need to support the left side as much as you need to support the right side.
Okay.
Tying something to the stairs is a decent idea, but you would have to make it go basically the entire length of the box. Which would make it very fragile.
Yeah.
Because it's tied off on this corner. which means all the stress is going to be right here, which is already stress because that's where the box's weight is.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be the point of failure, and if that goes, the box is just going to slide down the stairs again.
Yeah. How do I secure that, though? I could...
Would you like to take a week and think about it?
Maybe?
Because we're out of time.
Yeah,
You want to take a week and think about it?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So we'll pick it up right here next week with Brick and the stairs. In the meantime, let's do some shout-outs. I'm going to go ahead and throw Gamzee's shout-out up on the screen here. Gamzella's had to go. Personal stuff came up. You can find him over at These Things. He's a good dude. He'll be back, hopefully on Thursday for Voices of the Mountain, or next week for more Crown of Fangs. Sibs, give us a shout-out, please.
Hi, my name is Sibs143. I am in no particular order a artist, a stagehand, and a moderator for Kids Discord and Twitch. You can find me lurking in either of those places, but if you ever need to talk more privately, I am usually with my DMs open. I am impressed tonight. Anyway, see you folks around on Thursday or sooner. Who knows? Have a great night, everyone.
Hockey, give us a shout-out, please.
Hello, everyone. I am the Intangible Hawk. Yeah, I do some art, do some programming, do some games and all. You can find me here on Twitch or on Kid Server under the same name.
And Vader, finish us out, please.
Hello, everyone. I am the Journeyman Vader. I am a moderator on Kit's Discord and Twitch, and a streamer on Twitch myself. You can find me over on Kit's Discord, on Twitch at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader, and on Twitter at VaderSidious.
For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, which is 2 chances to catch a given stream. I will likely be taking tomorrow off for some personal reasons. I have some company over I'm house sitting, and I want to spend some time with them, but I will very likely be back on Thursday with more Final Fantasy XV side quests and hunting in the afternoon, and the return of Voices of the Mountain in the evening. Our weekly D&D 5-point Fox Edition double feature of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and Storm King's Thunder, with my own spin on both. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games. We'd love to have you. Right now, I need to get out of here, so as always, it's time to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time for more Crown of Fangs and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.